Hello and welcome to the Futro Hidden Movie Gems podcast. I'm your host,
Okay.
Ty Spiker Christensen. Victor! Victor, Victor, Victor. Is that all you could say is Victor? We've got Cameron Mickle on the podcast.
You may be my creator, but from this day forward, I will be your master.
I would be your master. And we've got Jordan Christensen on the podcast.
I don't have a quote.
Victor, Victor, Victor is all you can say. Just say Victor, dude.
I know I was gonna say Victor, but you said
No,
it,
then you
so
say, Elizabeth.
that's right.
He's learning. Dude, so my
Literally,
letterbox review.
if I didn't know that it was Jacob Elordi, I don't know that I think it would have taken me a long time to recognize that it was him.
Who is he?
Who's
What's
that?
he from?
He's the monster.
Well, I know it's the actor, but what is he in that you guys recognize him from?
Oh, he's like super famous from what's it called? Jordan, the show you love.
Game of Thrones?
No. Um, it's
Dexter?
about high schoolers. Euphoria. Thank you.
I
Every,
don't like that show.
what? You literally watched all the seasons and tried to get me to watch it.
There's only one season, and I tried to show you because I just thought it was like your high school year, and you're like, "Yep, it is. I don't want to watch it."
But you don't like it? I thought you said you liked it.
No, the main kid reminds
I
me of
just sat through
you.
9 seasons of Friends on your recommendation. Oh,
No,
I didn't
there's
recommend it.
only one character I
What?
like. There's only one character I liked, and he died. He's um
Dude, that has to be a sketch. He's like, I just watched 9 seasons of a TV show, what I thought was your recommendation. And
no,
you turn around and tell me you hate the show?
I
Why'd you
just
make
told
me
Cameron,
watch
I'm
it?
like, I think you might like it, Cameron, because the main kid reminds me of you. And Cameron's like,
Like a
you
high-key
think this kid
narcissist.
reminds me of you? Because
Yeah.
he was like looking
He's
at
like, yeah, he's a serial killer
inappropriate
in the
pictures.
making.
And I'm like, not this part, but just his,
Not a
So
serial
Jordan
killer
saw
in
that and he's like, this
tendencies.
instantly reminds me of Cameron.
it's just funny. It's like every time people watch, like, what's the Jake Gyllenhaal, the car one, where he's a video
Nightcrawler.
camera? Nightcrawler. Everybody's like, Cameron, he reminds me of you.
I know. I'm like, you guys realize that this dude's a sociopath who's also a murderer.
He would never ask you
Exactly.
to do something he wouldn't do himself, though.
It's funny. Cameron thinks he's like the kid from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which he's not anything like Jake and Jake Peralta. And we are all like, yeah, you're definitely like all the psychopaths in all our favorite movies.
Yeah, I'm glad that you guys have my personality pinned down.
Yeah, that's right. Well, good stuff, man. Today we are reviewing Frankenstein. Frankenstein. Yeah, this movie is like on Netflix right now. I think it might be in some theaters or it was in theaters. Go see this movie. Holy cow.
Yeah,
Um,
it came out
Go
in
see it. You mean just turn on your
2025.
TV.
yeah, turn on resubscribe to Netflix after after you canceled it for the second, third time.
It's starring Oscar Isaac, Jacob Elordi, Christoph Waltz, Mia Goth, and then a couple other people. I also was
Written and
surprised
directed by
that
Guillermo del Toro, if I'm saying his name right.
yeah,
Guillermo,
and
Guillermo,
I was also impressed with
Guillermo
David
del
Bradley,
Toro.
who plays Filch, and also he's like one of the most annoying characters in Game of Thrones as well. But
Cameron, do you
he
think
actually
he's
was
trying to
like
make up
super.
for the red wedding in this movie?
Yeah, he was definitely trying his best because I was like, why am I actually like really loving this dude? And he's such a stud.
My goodness, dude. I gotta say, this movie was nuts. Like, I realized how little I knew of Frankenstein watching this movie. Because, like,
Really? I feel like I've heard it too many times. Honestly, I was like, oh, another Frankenstein. There's like a
Like,
million of
what
them.
other
yeah,
ones
like
besides
what
I,
Frankenweenie?
oh, that's another one. I didn't even think about that one. I was thinking of Young Frankenstein. I was thinking of
that's
Frankenthumb. I was thinking of the Frankenstein one with fudge. What's the Harry Potter kid? I forget his name.
Daniel Radcliffe
Daniel Radcliffe. I watched that
and
one just
James
recently.
McAvoy.
Swiss
Was that
And
one
James
Swiss
good?
McAvoy.
Army Man?
Mm,
Yeah, no,
yeah. What?
Daniel Radcliffe was Swiss Army Man.
Not Paul Dano, but yeah, Daniel Radcliffe.
Did
And
you not
James McAvoy.
recognize him, Cameron? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and that one was, and then I watched I Frankenstein, which was absolute rubbish
Aaron
trash.
Eckhart, dude.
Yeah, the
Legacy
Mormon.
represent.
Yeah, yeah.
Too cool for school. I didn't really understand that movie. But anyway, so you listed like five, six awful movies. Most
Young
of which I didn't
Frankenstein. No,
bother
Young
to see.
Frankenstein is fun. That's a
No,
good
no.
one.
So I know. So when I said
You
five, you
said
listed like six. One of them is great, and Frank and Thumb is all right. So those are the two I'll give you that I know of. And I heard about the James McAvoy and Dan Radcliffe when I saw it got
you,
bad reviews. I didn't bother to see it.
well, you know the sad part is I've never seen the old one that it's alive, it's
Yeah, like
alive.
the
I
original one.
haven't
Yeah.
seen that one, yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
don't need to.
what's
You've
so
seen
weird
Frank and
is
Thumb.
neither have I, and that's why I'm mentioning this because it's like I think we can all agree that we understand most about Frankenstein, where it's the monster, lightning, sewn together from dead bodies, and technically it's Frankenstein's monster that everyone dresses up and calls Frankenstein, but it's actually Frankenstein is the guy that
Oh, okay.
makes the monster. Everyone, I even knew that, and I know that most people are like, "Oh, it's Frankenstein." It's like, actually, that's Frankenstein's monster. And then, like, I know there's Bride of Frankenstein, right? That's like all that I know, and I feel like it's just been so iconic, and like it's in the zeitgeist always. But then when I hear the guy that's like famous for monsters, Guillermo del Toro, feels like I'm swallowing a marble every time I say his name.
I
I just
know
want to say it
it's
in
it's
Spanish. I just have
such
to
a
say
tongue twister and
Guillermo
it's
del
so
Toro is
long.
easier to say than
Guillermo del
Guillermo
Toro.
del Toro.
De Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. You have to say it like Antonio Banderas. Guillermo del Toro. Anyway, he he's the monster guy and he's making Frankenstein. And then I didn't watch the trailer, but I saw that there was a trailer because I've sworn off trailers, everybody. Um,
When he sends us tons of trailers
but I said
still.
you trailers all the time. I'm just boycotting trailers. Oh, speaking of which, the movie Culpable, I just saw a trailer for the next 28 days years later. Did you guys see it?
I haven't watched it yet.
Of course, I haven't watched it. I mean, maybe I have, but I'll never tell. Don't know what to make of it. It looks insane. It doesn't look as good as the first part, but I'm also like, it does feel like what the next
That's
movie is
good.
going to be like. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that lasted for like 10 seconds, so chill.
I'm bummed
I'm
though
watching
that
Ghost.
Danny Boyle's not going to direct it.
Yeah, but it's still written by Alex Garland,
So you
so
mean it's actually gonna be like good?
might be pretty good. It
Whatever.
might not suck like the first part. Um, yeah, anyway,
We
Frankenstein.
might not get
It
instant
surprised
replays
me
of the
how little I
shots.
know about the story of Frankenstein. Like Professor, he's like a student, he's studying, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, you can't bring back the dead. That's heresy." And then like quickly killed the body, and then is like, "I just need more funding and research." And then you get this other sickly syphilis man, Christoph Waltz, is like, "I'm gonna fund your research and all that."
I
Anyway, all that
I
stuff.
thought of one more Frankenstein. Better off dead.
Better off dead.
Yeah, remember when he brings
When he brings back the
the
hamburger
burger?
excellent.
He brings the
Everybody,
burger.
what's up? Yeah, I was waiting for the musical number from Van Halen coming in. Anyway, I yeah, this was not what I was expecting. So I watching this movie made me realize I did not know the original Victor von Frankenstein movie and backstory. So,
You know, you watched Bolognaise or whatever that new movie is called. It starts with a B and it's got what's her face and she's bald. I don't know.
oh, Begonia.
Begonia,
Yeah.
whatever.
Bolognese?
Bolognaise?
Baloney, baloney,
G. I
begonias,
don't see no G. Bologna.
baloney,
Uh,
bologna.
I'm just surprised you saw that and then not the other one that he made that was like the Frankenstein girl.
Poor things. I think that just the subject material, when I found out it's just like all about sex, I'm like,
Eh,
not really my
at the
movie.
very end, yeah, you can just skip that.
Okay, I have a friend that watches everything, and he's like, yeah, I was surprised it was all just about sex.
No, but the first part isn't. It's the end, but
All right, well,
it's like
pervert.
it's like the girl version of this. It's
No,
like
I'm kidding. Jordan's like, it's a beautiful thing.
no, but the
Just
sets
watch
are
it.
cool too. I don't know.
No, I don't disagree that I might even enjoy it, but I'm also just like, eh. So that's the other Frankenstein movie that felt like it. But anyway, Begonia is good, unlike Poor Things.
Is it poor things or poor little things? I'll never know. I don't
It's
care.
poor. Too bad I don't care.
I know. I'm too
Cameron Jordan,
tired
what
to
was it
look it
like
up.
watching this movie for the first time? Rewatching it for the
Um,
podcast.
yeah, I think just watching for the first time, I didn't really know what to expect. I kind of went in like semi-blind, just 'cause similar to Ty, like obviously very like semi-familiar with the story of Frankenstein, but I think it was really like I was surprised how much I enjoyed the story, and I thought it was interesting kind of the angle that they took. And it was hard because um I think I almost wish I would have went in with different expectations because I went in and I like at the end of it I was kind of like, so nothing happened. And then but like afterwards I was like, but it was kind of an interesting like almost character study on the relation. It was like a bromance or almost like a father-son film about like understanding kind of like your purpose, which I was not expecting that to be kind of what is the message from the movie. I was expecting kind of more of like a thriller, like monster, because kind of like the beginning where you're like, oh shoot, because that's what it kind of starts off as. It's like this, we're just rescuing this dude or whatever who's like, and these wolves like that are like unattacked or whatever, and then you're like, something's coming, and you're like, kill it. And you just see him like shooting it and just throwing people. I was like, oh my gosh. And then him like asking where Victor is. But anyways, I so that was kind of what I was expecting the whole movie, and then it was just like, oh, chapter one, and then it like tells his whole backstory, and then it's like chapter two. Now you're gonna hear it from my perspective, and I was just not expecting that.
That's
So
my
I think,
favorite part too. When he walks in, he's like, I now have a story. I
yeah,
almost laughed because I was like, it's kind of funny, but it is cool because once you learn his backstory, you're like, oh, that's like we misunderstood the monster, right?
yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and
Because
so I just don't think I was expecting that. I think if I would
yeah,
have gone in being like told like, oh, this is kind of more of like a character study, kind of similar to like a Joker movie, because it kind of
mhm.
reminded me more of the Joker, where it was like, oh, you're kind of understanding why this guy has kind of a tragic life and why, like with my quote where he's like, you may be my creator, but now I'm going to be your master, because I love another line that he says that he's like, he says something about like ruthless life, but because essentially that's what is so tough, and that's what makes sense why he asked for like to be create have a companion created, because he's like, you brought me into this terrible world, and he's
Give
like,
me
and
a
you,
wife.
yeah, and he's like, and you gave me everything, or like, essentially gave me the ability to live forever, but like no way to enjoy it and anyone else to enjoy it with, like, and not the ability to die. Which that's the thing is that's why people always are like, oh, I love like immortality or whatever. I'm like, that literally seems like the worst like ability ever. Like
Yeah, it'd be
you
cool for
watch
the first like 900 years, and then you'd be like, just kill me
yeah,
already.
seriously. Well, that's the thing is, like, if you watch any like nerdy show, like Invincible or any like superhero show, it's always like the people who live long enough always become villains, because you just realize how like
You
messed up the
stop caring
world.
about people and
Yeah,
start
exactly,
murdering
literally.
them.
And
I'm
like,
surprised, Cameron, talking about superheroes. I'm surprised you didn't mention Wolverine. This is literally what I was
oh
thinking
yeah,
about
true.
the whole
Yeah, well,
time.
Yeah,
and to me,
miserable
I just
Ryan.
think of
Yeah.
Omni-Man, where he's just like, she's literally a pet. Like he's like, thousands of years, and all these people will be gone. Like
But
you
you
just
know, yeah, like not that like I'm like I was about to say like, you know, he has a point. But I like I empathize with it. But it is weird because it's like, yeah, like my dogs, I've got two dogs, love them to death, love them more than most human beings. But I'm like, they're gonna die in like 12 years, you know? And I'm like, it's weird when they have the span of a lifetime compared to them. You're like, it's very fleeting. Let's just put it that
yeah,
way. And that would be
100%.
very isolating in a different way that I don't think it's very
Well, yeah,
easy to
and
understand.
kind of similar to that, like that analogy. I just like
Mm.
imagine if everyone in your life was dogs. And it's like, yeah, sure, like you would love them and stuff like that, but you're like, I've seen like six generations of you guys come and go, like and die, and it's like, and so to him, I get it where it just feel kind of like that excruciating, and that's why I was kind of surprised, like it was I thought about like I didn't love it as much as I thought I was going to initially love it, but I think the longer it's like I've sat with it, the more I've actually even thought about it and even kind of liked it, which has surprised me. Because normally I feel like, especially with a film like this, it's like, oh, I felt like it was too artsy or trying too hard, this and that. But I was actually surprised. I felt like this was a movie that the message and just the overall like movie sat with me. And like the more I explained it and talked about it, even to like Allie or other people, I'm like, oh, what's kind of interesting. And it kind of grew on me the more I talked about it.
Absolutely. How about you, Jordan?
Cameron, you mentioning all the dogs, and you said they'd come and go. Like, this is why Gus is mine. You don't need Gus.
Why? Because I already have one
Y-
dead
y-
dog.
You already have, you're gonna have so many more dogs in the future. Okay. Um,
It's Gus is yours. Wait, what's going on?
Cameron thinks Gus is gonna be his dog in the life after this.
He definitely loves me more.
I
No,
think
that's
you
not
guys,
true.
You
Bro, he
guys,
went off to
our dogs
college
are
and he
gonna have
forgot
You
about
know
severe.
how
you.
much you know how
You guys
much
are gonna go to
vomit I
heaven or
caught.
hell and be like, you're gonna see the dogs there and be like, you think I'd be your pet after how you treated me? Get away! If like guards, guards, those are the men. Take them
Yeah, see,
away.
see, Jordan, I would let Gus up into
Waits
my
with the
bed.
paw.
I would let Gus up into my bed when
He was in
mom and
mine
dad were.
too. And I also caught his vomit for years and I picked up his crap.
I'm just
Anyways,
saying, but you went to
My
college
favorite
and
is
he
when they
forgot about
vomit.
you.
You'd be like, and you put your
yeah, and
hands
then
out
you're
to
like getting
catch it,
ready
and then it
because you
wouldn't
don't
do
want to have to
Mhm.
anything.
wipe
And
up the
then you put your
carpet.
hands away and then vomit immediately on the carpet. Like, no! Or you put a bucket or a
Yeah, you
bowl
put a
under
bucket
its
and he
face,
wouldn't and
and
he'd
then it
like
would
move his
just sit
head.
there and then look to the side and throw up. You're like, you did that on purpose.
Yeah.
It's not fair. It's not fair. You can't keep getting away with this. Anyway.
Um, anyways, so yeah, back to the movie. It's what were you asking?
What it was like watching for the first
For
time.
listeners, Jordan clearly is sleep deprived. His baby's
I
keeping him up.
just wa finished watching it as of like 2 seconds ago, and uh I don't know. I did actually, believe it or not, I did a double feature. I did Pinocchio, Guillermo's photo Pinocchio, and this, and yeah, I can see why he would like making them. And they're really well made, and I like his practical effects. So you know, those are good. I just the story itself, and I've already mentioned this, is just kind of not interesting to me. Like, I don't know.
I'm just surprised
What?
that you've heard like to me, I'd never heard this kind of. To me, I've only ever heard of the lightning, and then like that's it. Like that's all I literally know about Frankenstein is that he like gets struck by lightning, comes to life, and then I've heard like vaguely just through especially like DC, they have like a Frankenstein or whatever, and in that one he's like always hunting his bride or whatever who got brought to
Mm.
life, and then she actually ends up not loving him, and so that's why
Speaking
he
of
like nonstop tries to like win her affection.
speaking of Bride, I actually thought that's how this was going to end because he wanted him to make another person for him. So
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, are they going to end it with like her
creating the
coming back?
bride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought, and when she died, I was like, oh, so they're going to revive her, and that's
Mm.
how
Yeah,
it's
they
going to
should have
end.
ended it like Avatar, like the wife opens her eyes, the
Yeah,
movie
that's what
ends,
I
and you're
thought.
like,
That's how it was going to end. I literally thought that's how it's going to end.
yeah,
I
but
was
this is
not.
why I'm gonna rewatch this and not Avatar ever again. Yeah.
Yeah, it I will admit I like, like Cameron said, it does give you more to think about. Like I do love, and I just personally, Cameron, I just feel like Blade Runner did it better. I just feel
That's
like
all.
it's like a remake of this movie.
Does it make you feel any better to know that Frankenstein, the book, has been around since like 1900s or late 1800s? Like this book has been around for
Yeah, so
It,
maybe
150
Blade Runner was
years.
inspired by it, huh, Jordan?
no,
Well,
I
yeah,
believe that.
it
Oh,
definitely
yeah,
was.
yeah.
But
But
what's
Yeah,
no,
so impressive
that is
too,
valid that
Cameron,
it's done better.
I like you, Cameron, would say what I think is impressive though is like you said, you're kind of surprised. It's so funny how cheapened it's made, like where it's like, oh, it's
Mhm.
a monster brought to life by lightning from dead bodies, and you're like,
Yeah.
it's actually a really beautiful story about, finding your purpose and are you beholden to the people that made you? Expectations from parents, past generation. This is the generational trauma movie that people should be watching instead of Encanto.
Well, and that's what kind of
Dad, I'm gonna have my kids watch this and be like, "Isn't this great?" And they're like, "Daddy, I'm afraid," and I'm like, "Shut up, watch the movie." He's scary man
well,
on the ice with the cape and hoodie is so
that
scary.
kind of going on your point, Ty, that's kind of gets into like my favorite, some of my favorite things is like
Yeah, go right
my
into
first
it.
favorite thing is just kind of where I already mentioned it sort of, but the message of both, I love kind of Victor's, where you find out kind of Victor's purpose that the reason that he wanted to conquer death was because he saw his father, who was the most successful and essentially like the most skilled man at preserving life, not have the ability to preserve it and then for the most important person like for in both of their lives which was his mother and he even maybe suspects foul play um and I just think that's such an interesting motivation because at first you're just like why would you want to revive the dead just to revive the dead but I think he became so obsessed and that's why he kind of like became maybe like anti-God where he's just like this is so unfair that this like being or creator can just be so willy-nilly with the thing of life that he's like, I'm gonna fight back and show that I have some control over that. Which I think is kind of an interesting motivation. You're like, oh, that's so interesting that he essentially like tried to become like a resurrector to like spite like someone who can give and take of life or whatever. So I thought that was really interesting. And then I think it was interesting that later on him discussing it with his monster and essentially telling him like the only thing you can do in life is to live it, which I was like, especially in that moment, it was so interesting to hear him tell it to that like in that circumstances because like his monster has been torturing him and hunting him for like such a long time. And so you would expect him maybe to be like, go to hell, like, I'm not telling you anything or whatever, like you're like an abomination. But then like him calling him like his son and like recognizing him, I thought was really cool. And then him saying like the only thing you can do is live. Because I think that's the thing too, is it's one of those weird things that I think it's sort of mentioned in the film that like birth is just something that we have no control over. And it's just like everyone is brought into this world like not against our will, but it's like we didn't really have much of a decision where and with who and when. It's just like we're here. And so I think that's interesting that he kind of learns that through the monster that he's like, oh, that is why like life is just complicated because it's like even if you tried to set up the perfect circumstances for Frankenstein or for his monster, like with the love interest and this and that, like it's still just complicated because people will misunderstand him. And I think kind of going into my second favorite thing, similar to what you were talking about, Ty, I think it's always interesting to me when it can be done well to help us understand maybe something that we viewed as like horrifying or scary or kind of misunderstood, like a Joker or things like that, where it's like it's not justifying that he's just murdering all these people, but it kind of like opens like or like peels back the curtain a little just so you can be like, oh, that makes sense. Why, like, if everyone look that moment that they look at you as like abomination, this dude's like a monster, and like and you literally can't die. It's like and that on top of that, it's kind of similar to the Wolverine. It's like the reason you become so callous is because it's like imagine how much pain he has felt. It's like he's experienced like thousands of deaths and been like stabbed like a million times.
Right. Yeah,
And so it's like
you get sweet release and go to the pearly gates, but
seriously,
instead
like
you die over and
he's
over. You're like,
drowned multiple
this
times.
sucks.
He's been eaten alive by wolves. He's been like
Right.
shot, stabbed, like frozen to death. Like every single death you can like imagine. Like he's experienced that multiple times, and so it's like you get why he's so merciless to other people. Where he's like, dude, I experience that pain, and I don't get the release of okay, I'm going into shock and passing out and gonna die. It's like no, I'm just gonna pass out and then wake up and then have to like regenerate from this and then still go on. So I was just really impressed, kind of like, and enjoyed the kind of understanding of Frankenstein because you're like you almost start to have sympathy for the monster instead of being like burn him. Like it made me not bring out the pitchforks. And if anything, I loved kind of seeing him try to learn, and you realize like, oh, this is literally a child. Like this is literally just something that like was created in a lab that is just trying to learn and understand its world.
A Homelander, a
Yeah.
science experiment
Yeah,
gone
exactly.
wrong.
Yeah, he just needed a book, not mother's milk or whatever. He
Yeah.
just needed to stop being such a freak. Um, yeah, I made a joke in my uh what's it called? My
Another
letterbox, and I
box
Review.
was like,
review.
it's like, yeah, this is like exactly what it's like growing up under a
His
stepfather's
father.
expectations
Yeah.
of who you should
Oh,
be.
I literally thought of your, yeah, the image, remember where it's like mother's way of teaching and then the father's way
Oh,
of teaching
yep,
from prisoners.
the meme of prisoners where Jake Gyllenhaal's with David Malkian or whatever, and
Yeah,
he's like trying to get him to sign. He's
to
like
draw.
drawing,
What does this mean?
joking him, slams his head down in the table. Yeah, doing your homework with your mother as opposed to doing your
Versus with
homework
your
with your
father, yeah.
father. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal abusing you. Um,
Oh, and I thought of another movie tie that I
yeah,
like better, and it reminds me of this, which is Reanimator and Bride of Reanimator.
which obviously draw from this, and anything that you like about it is
Oh,
thanks
I
to
know, and
Frankenstein.
I give props to the original story, but it's still, it's just,
I like this. This is like watching Barry Lyndon meets
mm,
what's it called? The Blade Runner, but I like it better.
then
I
Blade
mean,
Runner. Yeah.
yeah, than Blade Runner. I like Rutger
Yeah.
Hauer's what's it called? His speech, but that's pretty much it. Like the
They
girl with
they literally
gymnastics, the
there was a
gritty
speech at
grind
the end of
thing.
this when he literally started it. I thought he was going to give the Rutger Hauer speech because he's like, I've seen, you know, all
I've
these
seen
things,
things you
and I was
couldn't
like,
possibly
wait, is he
imagine.
getting into the speech?
Werewolves
And
in the
then he stopped.
mountains. I think it's I think that what's really cool is movies like this where it's like, have all the good books already been written? You know, like, like I read this and I'm like, or I see this story and I'm like, this was like 120, 130 years ago, and I'm like, my gosh, are they writing good books like this anymore? No wonder it's mandatory reading. No wonder it keeps staying in the zeitgeist because this is such a a,
Uh,
a tale as old as time. The
Yeah.
story of maker, creator, purpose. It's like it just
Well,
speaks
and I'm
to
sure it's probably
everybody.
before stuff like Beauty and the Beast. So I'm like, just think about all the different things that inspires of like a beast or a monster that's like misunderstood just because we're
Yeah.
just so natural to be kind of xenophobic to things that we don't understand, especially something that looks that scary. Because the thing is, like, if Frankenstein looked like a normal person, I feel like he would get treated a lot different. But that's the thing is, like, with all the scars, and it's like, and that even there is like a more subliminal messaging of like, oh, well, people will like truly judge a book by its cover. And so it's like it is interesting that because of how he looks and like his scars and
Yeah,
everything
and
that
Jacob
makes him even
Elordi's a
scarier.
handsome fella, so that took a lot of makeup to make him look like a monster.
Yeah.
Handsome
But
guy.
I know.
Even Grant said he was like, I was caught off guard by handsome Squidward.
And Oscar Isaac's a handsome dude too, and they made him look like
Yeah.
such a pansy, like a
Yeah.
fruitcake with his little mutton chops and curly hair, and he's just the
Yeah.
worst, most despicable person. I was just like, dude, dude, spoiler alert for people that haven't seen this, but him killing the professor,
Well, and then blaming
knocking
it
him down the
on the
hole.
monster.
And then, yeah, his first thought is like immediately chaining him up and whipping him and trying to
But
burn
look,
him
that's
alive.
his dad did the same to him though. It's just
Yeah.
like abusive passing down the line of
Yeah. So
generation to
Jordan's
generation.
arguing that hurt people, right? It's not his fault. He never even knew his father.
But that dad Ty's also in Game of Thrones and he also plays an extremely psycho dad
Yeah,
and
I know the actor.
he
Yeah.
plays it
Yeah.
perfectly. I'm just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he just is like the
he's
embodiment
like
of that
JK, him and JK Simmons play the most terrifying fathers. You're just like, I
yeah,
don't
exactly.
want any relation to this guy, but he's every father now.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Just
like,
white,
you ever
white,
been
bald,
scared of your
scary
dad?
man.
Yes,
And
I
and
do.
all of us are like, oh, that's my dad.
I don't think he was bald.
I don't think that's a theme that's never going away. Being scared of your dad. I mean, it's probably going away now. I mean, like, who's scared of their blue-haired activist nose ring father? Like no one's scared of that guy. Vegan. Now they're just like embarrassed of their father. That'll be like in another 100 years. It's not going to be like the trauma of like being scared of your father. It's going to be like embarrassed by your father, and
Do
it's like,
guys do
oh,
that? I thought that was a girl thing.
um, Jordan, why
Yeah,
don't
I
you
think
just
both.
shut the heck up?
Think
But
you
anyways,
missed the mark there, Ty.
Jordan or
No,
Ty, do you have
the
any
men
favorite
here in
things?
Madison, Wisconsin, they walk they get walked by their partners on a leash with a dog mask on.
What were you saying, Cameron?
I was just saying if you guys had favorite things to talk about the movie.
Yeah, I've
Well,
already
it's
mentioned
kind of
mine, his
fitting. This
practical
movie's a
effects
body
and
horror, and I
costumes.
see a lot of body horrors here in
Oh my God.
Wisconsin. Oh my gosh.
Ty, what
Um,
about you?
what was that?
I said the sets and costumes. What about
Are his
you?
two favorite things.
I did like I always love like a syphilis wig or when hair falls off of a character and they're like, weak and feeble and stuff. It's so gross.
Every
Incredible
part of you is
concept.
tainted.
It's just
Your brain, every part of you.
it makes me think of when he first lifted up his cap. I just thought of Chris Traeger in the interview when he takes off the cap or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
Oh, it's kind of free. He's like, oh,
Oh, Rob Lowe in
oh,
the interview, right?
oh.
Yeah.
He's
Hey,
like,
Cameron, doesn't Christoph Waltz kind of look like Colton? I think he does.
yeah, I can see it. They kind of have like a little bit similar facial structure.
Yeah, and Colton also looks like the guy from Helm's Deep in um where
Tyrion
he's no, is it Helm's Deep? What's the name of the place where Count of Monte Cristo where they put him?
and Shadow Thief.
Shadow Deep. Okay. Doesn't it remind you of the guy that like whips him?
Prison guard.
I
The
can
evil
see it a
warden.
little, but
I'll send you photos. It looks just like Colton.
Colton, we're very sorry if you're listening to this episode. Jordan
He's
happens to
not.
think you're like the most despicable character.
Yeah,
You're like
seriously.
I didn't say
representing the most despicable
despicable.
character.
He just has a defined look. That's all.
Well, I was just thinking of
Okay,
like
I
his
gotta
role in
say though,
Inglourious
when he
Basterds.
fell and his brains were smushed, I was like, oh,
Well, and I
And I like
kept
when he
thinking,
picks him
see,
up.
yeah.
I was thinking that part of his essence was going to get transferred into the
That's
monster.
what I thought too.
That's what I thought too.
Because
Yeah.
And it's
especially when
funny,
the
see,
metal
because
was
see, and
bent.
this is where it reminded me that I know so little about, because the whole joke about an abnormal brain from the Young Frankenstein, I was like, oh, like there's a brain switch out, and that never happened, and I was like, plot twist, because like I literally was thinking, oh, like the professor's gonna have survived, and now he's like, you almost killed me, kind of
And I thought
thing.
that's why he was chasing him at the beginning. I thought he was
Yeah,
like trying to
yeah,
kill him for
yeah.
messing him up.
And then it's just revealed it's like, oh no. And then like I kept waiting for it to be more sinister, but he's like, he just tortures him for months on end. And then you're like, are we not supposed to expect this monster to
Yeah.
like get some revenge on his
See, well, and
Oscar
that's the thing
Isaac
is they were like,
butt?
why do you
Come
keep
on,
him
dude.
chained up? Is I'm like, bro, it would take for me to be like sleeping and wake up and see him hovering over me once, and now chain him up forever. I'm like, absolutely not. I'm not
Or
gonna
even
take
like
my
when
chance
what
seeing
is he
with this
doing? He's like
creature who's
grooming
like,
him or something. Yeah, and then he like hurts him, or he's cutting. What is he doing? He's
yeah,
cutting his hair or something. He's like, oh, hey, hey, stop it.
yeah. And that's the
Blows him,
thing. Yeah, and
throws
I'm
him through
like,
his bedpost.
yeah, literally, I'm like, this is the reason why people like don't train like tigers and stuff like that, because that's the same vibe. It's like trying to train a tiger like a dog. You're like,
Well,
You're like, well, if this
Yeah,
grabs me, it's
this
gonna.
was
but
like
Cam,
Grizzly Man or the Tiger King,
yeah,
Yeah.
literally, Cameron, I was gonna say, but they have, and those people get eaten,
Yeah,
like the guy in
exactly. And so that's the
Vegas.
thing is like, it's that's why I'm like, that's why I would keep him chained up, because it's like you think about it, it's like if this thing got mad for like a childish reason because it has essentially a child's brain, and it's like if it slipped and hit its like or hit its toe or whatever, and you're like, it's okay, and then he's just like, I'm gonna take my anger out on you, like, oh, what?
Wait,
Or
wait,
pummel your
wait,
face.
Yeah,
wait,
exactly.
no, no, no.
Like yeah, a baby can hit you and you're all right. Like that thing could pick you up and just
Squish you.
yeah.
But I don't know. Did you guys I enjoyed the Mia Goth character. I kept thinking like, oh, she's gonna fall for the beast, and kind of did, but like her
Yeah, I didn't
relationships.
super understand why she fell for it. Just, I mean, it seemed like she just kind of felt like she was never really understood in like by anyone, and so maybe that's why she related to it.
Yeah,
Just she
she
was
like
like, I'm an
semi-related to Victor.
outsider. Yeah,
All he had to do was show mild interest in her yammering, and then she was head over heels.
yeah, seriously. Well, because he
Any
has the
women,
brain
dude,
of a
just listen
child,
to
he
them.
can't
They
respond or
they
whatever. And she's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, butterflies," and
they
he's like,
love bad boys.
I know it's so
uh.
funny too. She went like on this long tangent about how like, oh, you rich little preppy boy living in your house and mansion. Is like, you literally live the same lifestyle he does, so get off your high
Yeah,
horse, dummy.
exactly. I know, and plus, I'm like, this dude's literally dedicated like his entire life to science. I'm like, I don't know
I know
exactly that
he's
I'd
actually
consider him a
doing something
preppy
with his
boy. I
life.
know, I'm like, your fiance's a finance dude. I'm like, don't act like he's like some hardworking dude or whatever. I'm like, he grew up in like in the most wealthy family as well, and
Trust
that's
fund baby, hedge fund manager, prick.
yeah, exactly. And then he's over here like slaving away as a like a doctor, like putting needles into dead
Called a
bodies.
heretic because he brought back someone from the dead, and they're like, this is black magic."
Yeah, well, and that's the
He's
thing
like,
too, is
it's
I
science,
think it's funny
actually.
too that she was trying to portray it as if he was like living like the Playboy lifestyle. I'm like, he clearly is not hanging out with any women. It's like his house is not fit for a single other human being to be in it except for him. And so I'm like, it's not like he's just living like this bachelor life, like this that it's not the bachelor pad. It's like that's Dexter's laboratory.
Is it weird that my dog can open a sliding door? Sorry, that was a weird tangent, but my door doesn't have a handle. My dog just opened the movie theater door.
That's
There's no
great.
hand. It's a sliding door. How did you open that? What the heck? Sorry. Okay.
Was it Bucky or was it Becca?
No, it's Becca, the older
Becca's an
dog.
old
She's
smart girl.
she's very wise. Yes, very wise. Beyond her years. 11 years
But
old.
would we recommend this?
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
This
I
is
think
like
it's a really
the
solid.
watch this movie because if you think you know Hector, if you think you know Hector's story, Victor's von Frankenstein's story, watch this because I feel like there's so much backstory that gives insight to why he created the monster, like what is the monster, why the monster has the motives that it does, and then you watch it and you're like, oh, I get all the other stuff around it, but that's just like the noise. It's so weird that we fixate on like all the most shallow things. It's literally like watching Saw 1 after you've seen Saws 2 through Spiral or Saw, what Jigsaw,
Yeah, or
whatever.
it kind of
And you're
reminded
like,
me
oh,
like,
the first one was actually good. Like this is the story. It's actually a
well,
really good
it's kind of
story.
like watching Dune, and I was like, well, I've seen this, and like, because like Star Wars, it just felt like,
Yeah.
uh,
Don't
I
even
don't,
compare. Dune is freaking awesome. What
well,
are you
no, but
talking
I'm
about?
saying,
That's what he's
well,
saying.
part two is awesome. One, it
Dude,
felt like I had
one
One
is
is
seen it.
good.
great.
It's
You
the
need to
setup.
rewatch one,
Two's
brother.
I
payoff.
did. No, 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 no.
I agree. I
Okay,
think Dune
you
2 is
are you
better.
kidding me, dude? Dune 1 is everything you want. It's Denny, it's excellent cinematography, amazing score, and slow. That's literally the
I
exact
know,
thing
but
that
Cameron, I'm not gonna
Manhunter
lie. I
is.
like Dune Part 2 more because I've seen it more times. But
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, for
Dune
sure. But
Part
that's
Two
what
is way better.
I'm saying
oh, okay.
Jordan loves Manhunter and Dune have like the exact same like composition. They're both just amazing score and like excellent cinematography.
But I also like the main people. I don't like Timothy Chalamet. I'm sorry.
Why
It's,
not?
Dude, he's
Don't you
good
love
in
him
The
in
I don't know.
King.
King?
He's good in
He kind
this.
of
Yeah,
bores
he's also
me.
great in
And
Beautiful
Dune.
Boy. You say he bores you?
Yeah.
You didn't like him in King?
I like the king,
Jordan
but
You
only
can't
likes
say
him
you
in Call
like
Me
the
by
King
Your
and you
Name,
don't
where he
like him
has
in it.
well,
Jordan only
just
liked Call Me by Your Name, where
you
Arnie
can
Hammer,
still
the cannibal, and Timothy Chalamet make love to a
d
beach.
directors can make actors good. They can also actors can also be in crappy movies or movies that are just meh.
Jordan's turning contrarian. I don't know why. Is
Yeah,
it
what
because
the
he's
heck?
a father now? He's like, I don't
Yeah,
like
I've
Dune.
never heard you say one bad thing about Timothy Chalamet until now. That's so random.
It is random.
A
Um,
anyways, no, I did. I complained about him in when we talked about Beautiful Boy. I even like kind of ragged on him. Anyways, doesn't matter. I'm not trying to rag
I
on
have to
him.
go
He's
back and
just
watch that episode. Internet sleuths, go
maybe
out
you
there.
guys
Did
need to
Jordan say
rewatch
negative things about Timothy
Interstellar,
Chalamet?
and
This
then you'll
sounds like
see
you.
how good Timothy
his
Chalamet is.
performance and Casey
Did
Affleck's
did a
performance are both
YouTuber that
perfect,
you
Jordan.
like, Jordan, badmouth Chalamet? And you're like, yeah, you know what? I don't like him.
I
Yeah, that's
just
so random. I feel like I've never seen him in anything that I'm like, oh, he was like bad.
Do I think the kid's overhyped? Maybe. But do I think that he's a bad actor? No. I think he's a good
no,
actor.
I he's anyways.
This is like a Scarlett Johansson thing for Jordan. Jordan's just like out of nowhere, is just like, yeah, I don't like her anymore.
Oh, I thought Dune the first one was boring. Anyways, uh, it's fine. Okay,
So
I was
random.
just gonna say because you said, do I recommend it? Getting back to that, I recommend it's between this or Young Frankenstein. They're both the same. You pick one.
They're not at all the same.
They
But I
are.
like both of them. Young
One of them's
Frankenstein.
more serious, one of them's funny. So, but they're the same story. I just, like I said, I've seen this story a million times, a million different ways, and so it's like,
Nah, you
I
haven't
just,
seen it like this, folks.
No, I
Watch this
agree.
movie. Guillermo del Toro doing his monster thing.
there's
It's so good.
so many Frankenstein movies now. It's
I
insane.
know, and none of them do the story justice,
No, like I
or
said,
even delve
yeah.
into the themes of this. They don't even get close.
All right.
Jordan's refusing to allow this to.
Jordan watched it 3 times speed
Yeah,
with no
seriously.
subtitles. He's like,
No.
"Oh, wolves, how scary."
Well, yeah, the CGI stuff,
Dude, I'm not
whatever.
gonna lie, my heart was breaking for him because I didn't know he's immortal. He's getting shot, and I was like, dude, did Frankenstein just die? I literally was like, he's gonna have to resurrect him again. Like I thought maybe they would find Victor responsible, bring him back, and then he'd shoot him with lightning again or something. They shot him, and then he's like, and then I came back and he can't die. And I'm like, that's the saddest thing, dude. He's cursed with immortality. So good.
Pinocchio's the same if you end up watching his Pinocchio.
And
He
last
keep
thing I would just say
okay.
about this too is it's so impressive. Hey, um, I was just thinking, the creation story, right? Like being a lone man faced with immortality with no partner. That's a very big, heavy theme that we deal with and we think about as members of the church. Like when you think about Adam being a lone man to to be alone forever, it's just like that's like a curse. But if you have a partner, somehow it's like makes life tolerable. That's just a pretty crazy, like forever principle that I think, rings true. And that's
I
why it's
thought of
just funny
Cain
when his
too.
first thought is like, give me a wife. You're like, what? You're like, I have no one in life to share with. Like, I'm alone. All
Did
alone. This
Ty,
is not good. It's not
did you
good.
think of Cain at all? I thought of him, cursed to walk the earth or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Or even just like when you meet a friend and you're like, dude, you need to get your act together. And then a girl comes in their life, and then like that one roommate you had or brother that like cleaned up his life and cleaned up his act and got his crap together. And you're like, dude, she's a lot of good in your life. Not saying anyone specifically on this podcast or anything, but it is all three of us.
We
Surprise. We all cleaned up in our act.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. It's funny that Cameron, you seem to think it's you, and Jordan seems to think it's you. I was talking about Jordan. But see, isn't it great? We all know someone like that. That's so funny. I was talking about Jordan and Cameron and myself. And you, listener, you listen to this podcast. Get your act together. Go out there and find a woman. That's like our lot in life. You
get your
find a
act
girl,
together, Senator.
then you start behaving better. You clean
We're
up
just
your act and you
quoting
get your
we're
shit
just
together.
quoting or
It was Captain Falcon or whatever it's called.
Wait, what did you say, Jordan?
terrible. Jordan
Captain,
quoted maybe the worst the line that from that moment on derailed Marvel.
get your act together, Senator.
Oh, you've got to do better, Senator. That's what it is. His life was just
And I'm like,
threatened by,
wait,
by a
isn't that
terrorist.
girl a literal terrorist? No,
Yeah, she's a
you
ginger.
need to
She's
do
the
better.
worst.
I'm like, what?
You need to
That
do
chick is
better.
blowing up buildings and she's the bad
I
guy?
got to do better, Senator. I'm like, why can't Captain the Falcon get a loan?
Captain
That's so
Falcon.
funny. It's a meme at this point, dude. It's like, what do we do with the Avengers? I don't know. Falcon's black, so he can't get a bank loan. Dude, you want to talk about being bankrupt for ideas? I just watched with my son, 5-year-old son. I showed him like 5 minutes from Captain America, and he was like, "This is the coolest thing." And I was like, "I know, son. I don't know where it went wrong." And then I'm like, it's amazing how good these movies were. They derailed that so fast. There will be case studies about how fast Disney ran their properties into the
Dude,
ground. Like it is
seriously,
record
the
time.
first I think arguably the only one in Marvel that has a better trilogy is maybe Guardians of the Galaxy. But I think Captain
Mm,
America, because you think about Captain America, the first one, the first Avenger is just like a really
it's a
great
great one.
um
I love
like
Winter Soldier
popcorn
personally.
flick, and then
I
Winter
think it's
Soldier
really
is
good.
amazing, and then Civil War
Civil
is
War.
honestly still pretty
Is
solid. It's
Civil
like
War considered the Captain America movie?
yeah, it's Captain America
I
Civil
give it,
War
yeah, that's a
technically.
solid trilogy. It's
Yeah,
good.
because like I didn't think that like the whole Zemo thing was all right, and just kind of the concept of them fighting was but I still think it was like pretty enjoyable. Because to me,
Yeah,
I'm like,
even if it was like no one's gonna kill each other, the stakes were high emotionally. Like,
yeah, because in the Iron Man, because like in all of there was like very rare that you would find anyone two solid ones. Because it's like because Iron Man had one was amazing, and then two was and then three was even worse. And
three
then
was better than two, but
Yeah.
three
I don't know.
wasn't
I think
great.
on rewatch, I enjoyed two better than three. Just because I
I'll
feel
be
like
honest, not having read the comics, I was like, oh, this terrorist is like a goofball. I didn't care about that, but people are like,
I
I can't
want my
believe they just
bird.
destroyed my comic. I'm like,
I want
whatever,
my
dude.
bird. I want
I
my
want my
bird.
bird. You're talking about Iron Man 2 again. Is this a real
No, but
bird?
yeah, but see, but like in all of those, there was like very few, like of the trilogies that is just so solid. But
Yeah. Yeah, and then I would
'cause, I
argue the
mean,
Avengers were all right.
Thor
Like the
one
first
is all
one,
right.
second one, Ultron, and then what was it?
Yeah, Age
Infinity
of
War?
Ultron, I wish was
And then
better.
Endgame.
Like the problem is David Spade as Ultron was like so awesome in his voice, and just I think the
Wait,
character was so
David
interesting.
Spade?
Not David Spade, David, it's the guy from Blacklist.
Right, right, right. I know who you're talking about, but
What's his name?
anyway, it's James Spader.
James Spader.
But I still love the idea that David Spade's like,
David.
no, he's like, please
Yeah.
go.
No,
He's
but
such a
his
funny.
line, his if you go back and just listen to his lines, whatever, Ty,
There are
he
no
has
strings on me.
no, he has some of the coolest lines or whatever, because he's like, we'll give the humans every opportunity to change. And then Scarlet Witch is like, and if they don't, and he's like, ask Noah. You're like, oh, son.
Like
Like,
that's a good
well,
line.
and that's to me, I also feel like that's an accurate representation because I'm like, if you gave any entity full access to everything we've done in humanity, his first thing would be, yeah, let's blow everybody up.
Like, yeah, we got to start over.
Yeah, yeah, there's nobody
It's
worth
such a good
saving.
theme, though. When you look into the wickedness of the world, everyone gets blackpilled. They're like, if you could just wipe it all clean, would you? It's like, you might have to, because it's like baked into the
Yeah,
structure at this
100%.
point.
Yeah, and
But
that's he
yeah,
just sees everything, and he's just like, no, yeah, these people are past like help, and you're like,
yeah,
oh.
beyond saving,
Yeah, and so that's
exactly.
what that's the thing is I feel like a lot of their motives were interesting. But I just feel like yeah, that maybe the follow through wasn't super great on Ultron, but
Dude, I love this tangent. Let's get into movies that we've seen lately and movies that we're looking forward to. Jordan, hit us up.
you have to give us at least one.
I
We're
already
watching
said
Pleasure.
Pinocchio, so I did a double Guillermo.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio. And guess what? Guillermo did a better job than Disney. Suck it, Disney.
Guillermo.
You mean Disney with the rated R
Guillermo.
cartoon?
No, I don't know. The old cartoon's pretty dang good, but if you mean like the Disney remake with Tom Hanks, now
I
that's
was
a
talking
piece
about the
of
Disney remake.
yeah.
No, the old one is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the R-rated cartoon that I watched as a kid that scarred me.
The R-rated.
Yeehaw! The
Yeah,
donkeys.
dude, that I literally can't. That donkey is the scariest donkey that's ever walked this earth.
What do I look like? A jackass? You sure do.
Did you ever
Terrifying. Stuff of
see the
nightmares.
one Cameron?
I literally don't think I've seen that since as a kid because I was so scared of it.
They
Did you
don't
ever
come
see
back as
Adventures of Pinocchio?
boys. Terrifying.
I don't think so. Is that the one
When
where
they're
he's like
going in the
low-key gay?
waterfall and they're all turning into
Oh yeah,
donkeys.
that's a weird one. What is that one?
Oh,
That one has that kid actor,
yeah,
Jonathan Taylor
in
Johnson, or
Adventures
something,
of
whatever his name.
Huckleberry Finn or whatever it's called.
Yeah, yeah.
No, just the
Tom
whole
and
concept
Huck.
of Pinocchio honestly gives me the heebie-jeebies, not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's like, come to Pleasure Island, drink from the water. And then the kids like go to Splash Mountain and get water in their mouth and turn into donkeys or something.
Yeah, I'm like, what
That
is
movie's
it?
weird.
I'm like, what is the symbolism here? I'm not liking it. Why is it called Pleasure Island?
It's so good, dude. It's about what happens when you abandon your school and you abandon your father. It's a good story, which is why it's also been made 100 times, some more successfully than
It's
Well, and
crazy
others.
too, though.
it's your
It's
favorite, Cameron. Guillermo does it in stop motion, so you have to
oh
check it out.
yikes!
I do want to see it though. It looked good.
It is
Yeah.
So it's a chicken run level.
it it literally it feels like this movie. Like it felt like I watched like 6 hours of just this.
It's like same style. It's almost like it was made by the same person.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you watching Guillermo del Toro's filmography or something?
Well, no, I was starting Frankenstein and I had Pinocchio on my bucket list. And then my wife's like, "Oh, I like Frankenstein. Wait for me." And then, of course, I waited for her and then we just never got around to it. I'm like, "Okay, we're getting really close to the podcast. I need to watch this." And then she's like, "Oh, I gotta watch the baby." And I'm like, "I have to start it now." Because I literally set a timer because I'm like, I literally have 2 hours left and I have to start it. So, anyways, but so she watched like a small part of it.
Hmm.
But yeah, anyways, so I watched Pinocchio waiting for her and I ended up getting through that whole movie because she just was constantly running around because it's with the baby and stuff. So uh
Looking forward to anything?
Have you seen the Chainsaw Man movie yet in theaters or no?
no, I don't go to theaters no more, Cameron. I have no money. All my
Yeah,
money.
stop spending money on Fortnite and go to the theaters.
Yeah, dude, I keep thinking you're gonna grow up. You keep texting me like, "Hey, this character's available in Fortnite." I'm like, "Oh, that's so cool. There's a character skin of a game that I don't play that you want me to play. That's so cool, Jordan. We grow up out
Yes.
of it
Jordan,
already."
just go see.
Kill Bill.
It's $5 Tuesday. Just go see freaking Reze Arc, dude.
No, I'm gonna wait till it's $5 at iTunes.
Is this from One Punch Man, right? Is that why you
No,
went?
it's a different anime.
Oh. You are nerds, man. I can't believe you guys watch anime or know what it is. Like I saw Chainsaw Man, I'm like, oh, that's funny. That'd be like a fake movie title that like I would put in a movie. Like, oh, did you go see Chainsaw Man yet? I'm like, oh, I was a big fan of Ash versus the Evil Dead as a kid growing up, or so of course I literally had a movie called Chainsaw Man, which is literally what I would probably call Ash to somebody that didn't know what Ash was. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, well, and by the end of the movie, he has chainsaw legs too. So it's like,
And his head is a chainsaw.
His head's a chainsaw, his arms, he's got chainsaw legs.
Stop.
It's
Just a
really fun.
starfish.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
It's so fun,
It's
dude.
it's the it's the peg leg from SpongeBob. What's the pirate with
Patrick.
the two peg legs?
Oh, yeah, why can't I
Patches.
remember?
Anyways,
This is
I'm just thinking,
pirate.
uh,
all I can think of is old Davy Jones.
yeah. So to answer your question, there's a lot of movies on my bucket list that I want to watch. Like I haven't even seen Darren Aronofsky's new movie, and I just found out it's on Netflix, so I'm gonna watch that. Caught Stealing, heck yes.
Caught stealing. Oh, is that the one with the guy that played Faye in Dune 2? Played Elvis?
Oh,
Yeah.
and he played,
Austin Butler.
and
Yeah, Austin Butler. I
he
was
was in
gonna think of his
Dune
name.
Part Two.
I haven't seen two
Yeah, that's what he
movies of
said. Faye
his that I
Rotha.
think he's really good in yet. I didn't see Elvis yet, so I suppose if I saw it, I'd learn his name. But I'm like, I'm almost there. I almost learned his name.
Who always talks like this?
Uh,
Yeah.
he was so good as Faye. I thought he was
Literally, what's it called?
crazy.
Changed his voice. It's actually crazy. He actually can't go back to his normal voice because his normal voice is now just deeper because of his performance of Elvis. He literally like lost his identity doing that performance. It's actually crazy.
Dude, talk to Gary Oldman. He
Oh,
had to
Gary
get
Oldman. Yeah, he
a
has to have a
linguist
coach.
coach to get
Yeah.
him back to his British accent. Dude, he's like, I don't even know who I am anymore, dude.
That also makes you think of
Played a Jamaican
Christian
drug dealer
Bale
with a
one or
glass
whatever.
eye.
The Christian Bale interview or whatever, when the person's like, "Oh yeah, does a character ever like linger in there for very long, or like how long does it take for them to leave?" And he's like, "Well, do they ever leave?" And you're like, "Oh." I'm like,
He
I know he just
They're
has
never
Patrick
really
Bateman
Here's
in the
gone.
Patrick
back of his
Bateman still
mind,
in the
just
very back.
ah.
Yeah, they never really leave. He's talking about Patrick Bateman. He's like, actually, all of them leave except one.
And the fact that he drew inspiration from Tom Cruise just makes it that much better. He
Yeah.
just saw that interview and was like, "That's what I need to be like." And you're like, no, no, your character's a serial killer who murders women. No, yeah, I'm gonna model it after this like really famous actor." And you're like, "Okay."
It's so good, dude. That phone call, I watch that scene all the time.
Yeah.
His call with his lawyer. It's so good. Um, well, how about you, Cameron? What have you been watching
Or just
lately?
anything with him and William Dafoe.
Oh, William, dude, William's so
It's
good.
Willem
Oh
Dafoe.
yeah, I forgot. We actually did go together. Must have just spaced my mind.
Of course. No, my favorite meme is just when you raise your hand to, ask the teacher a question about something on the test, and they come over and read the question out loud to you again, thinking it's gonna help. And you're like, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, or I like the one
It's a
where it's
good
them both in
meme.
the club and he's just like talking to him or whatever. And he's like, and it's always like me. It's like me trying to explain to a Roman citizen what fantasy football is. Things like that where I'm like, that's
Oh
hilarious.
my God.
But
So
yeah,
good, dude.
so me and Allie finally finished Dexter. We absolutely flew through it, and holy
Finished.
cow. Okay, yeah, well, we finished the actual great series with the one of the worst finales ever, with just some character decisions that I was like, what is going on? And talk about like I cannot think of a worse way. I'm like, you deprive okay, heavy spoilers. You deprive everybody of like being able to mourn Deb's death by just taking her and literally like killing her and dumping her like she's one of your victims. And then also the one person that you finally found happiness, and we do 8 seasons of growth to where you realize, oh, at first I thought that I was like a cancer infecting everyone around me and making everyone's lives worse. I've actually found somebody, my son, and this woman who's also a murderer, a serial murderer, who loves me perfectly. And then he's gonna say, I can't because I'm gonna be bad for them. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like literally, like things were happening that I was just like, this makes no sense. I don't understand what's happening. Like, yeah, I was furious, and yeah, I was just really disappointed. And then me and Allie, we just immediately went into Resurrection because we were like, we cannot have that bad taste in our mouth. We need something to cleanse our palate. And we watched the first episode. One, we were super mad. Ty, have you watched the first episode yet or not yet?
No, not yet, but
We were
I
just super
can.
mad that it was like a time skip, like multiple years
Mhm.
forward,
Yeah.
and essentially that he hadn't gone and found like his family. And I was just like, Because at first I was like, okay, if they would try to like save it and be like, okay, he went and spent like a couple months and then realized like, oh, this isn't it or whatever. But it's like it's been years. He like has established a new life, and I'm like, what? This is not what I signed up for. Like
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see him on like him trying to navigate either Argentina or wherever they lived and trying to figure out how to be a normal like that. Like I would watch that spinoff. But yeah, I don't know. I was just so me and Allie like were like we might end up going back and watching and finishing the rest, but we're kind of needing a little hiatus from it. Um just 'cause it's just
Well, good.
it's
That
so
might give me a chance to watch a YouTube video that summarizes all the 8 seasons, and then I
yeah.
could start new on the thing. Because I like you, Cameron. I heard that they did more, and I was like, oh, the last episode left a bad taste in my mouth where I didn't want to watch it.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, so yeah, we were
but I
pretty
don't even
frustrated
remember
and
it at this
bummed, and
point,
then
really.
we looked up a bunch of stuff about it, and like people were like, like online and stuff like that were like so furious about it and stuff like that. That I was like, dang, it is just funny. It is hard. Like I feel like that's just one of the harder things is to like wrap up a TV show. It's like when there's just so many moving pieces.
It's not though. Ask Vince Gilligan and Peter Gould. They've ended every show masterfully. Like not a single person had a complaint about Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. In fact, the only thing I was upset is that it ended. I wanted
Yeah,
it to
no,
keep going
I can
forever.
attest the Breaking Bad series finale is great. I've seen it 3 times.
So fetching good, dude. I
Um,
have seen it 3 times, all the
Well,
way
no,
through.
I was just saying I've seen it 3 times and I've only watched 7 episodes of the show.
So good. No, but it's so
But
funny you say I've literally watched that show 3 times all the way through. And then I've seen countless jumps or episodes or clips. And
but
anyway,
but then
so good.
um
Dude, is anyone watching Pluribus yet? Pluribus or whatever?
no, I,
Looks
s-
so good. I
I
need to
still need to
start that on Apple
um
TV. I'm excited to
and
watch
then
that.
because of the new episodes coming out, Allie had never seen any of the Stranger Things, so we've just been binging that. And right now we're 3/4 of the way. We're almost done with season 3.
Oh
We
yeah,
start
so yeah,
we
season
started
two.
last week.
That's the
Um
seizure one, right? Yeah.
no, yes, season 3 is the it's like the hive mind.
No, no, it's the mall. Yeah,
Yeah, the mall. Yeah.
yeah. And
And
Power Ranger boy. No, that's two.
Power Ranger boy.
He's the new red Power Ranger.
Oh my gosh, he is. That
Yeah,
is so
he's one
true.
of the
It's
Power
yeah,
Rangers.
he to me and Ali always say that he looks like the third Efron brother that
Yes, he looks
like
like
a
an
long
Efron.
lost Efron brother.
Yes.
Um but then I watched Now You See Me
Great
one.
value, Zac Efron.
Yeah. And then I watched Now You See Me 1, 2, and 3 just because Allie's family wanted to go see the third one in theaters. The first one is excellent and really fun. I think it's just like a really good popcorn flick. And then the second one's honestly still pretty enjoyable. Definitely like it's like a little bit diminishing returns. And then the third one was like, yeah, it was rough. But like
Here's
it's
my problem. I don't know what's clever editing and if they do magic, period. Like, I'm like, this is all just editing.
no, well
Like,
that
no
see
one did a
that's
real magic trick in that
see that's
single
the hard
movie.
thing is that's why it's hard is because
Yeah.
like these movies have to essentially explain to you the trick because of that exact reason where
Yeah.
they're like, oh, this is how we did it because otherwise you're just like, well, I know you could just make the dude
It's real
disappear off
magic.
screen with green screen. So it's like it defeats it. So it's like you have to explain
No,
to them like, oh no,
I
this actually was technique. And so it's
Cameron,
like,
I love you to death, but the first one was garbage. I never watched two
really?
and three. Yeah, they're all garbage.
They're all
The
garbage. I was
the
gonna
the,
say.
the first one after watch it again and you'd be like,
I did
that's
watch
kind
it. I
of
watched it on the
dumb.
Saturday.
Why is why is
I think
Mark
it's a fun
Ruffalo on
popcorn
the hunt
flick.
for them, but he really is the magic man?
I thought it was
That's
fun.
so
Um,
stupid.
I I enjoyed it the first time.
Um, and also I just think like the action sequences are fun. It's just because to me I will always
Also, almost killed Isla Fisher, by the way. They almost really drowned her, which is a weird shame. They almost killed her.
that's crazy.
In that fish tank thing, she almost really drowned, and you're like, oh, well,
She
that would
almost
have
ended
sucked.
up like what's his name?
Oh yeah,
Scarlett
Uh,
Johansson
yeah.
no, it
in
wasn't Scarlett
Prestige.
Johansson. It was Hugh
Oh, was that not
Jackman's
Scarlett
wife.
Johansson in
Yeah, remember
Prestige?
it was Hugh Jackman's wife died, and then he blames what's his
Well,
name
no, no, but
for it.
was it not played by Scarlett Johansson?
Well,
Mm-mm.
and but she did do the trick a few
Wait,
times
is
though.
this the Mandela? Oh, is
No,
this like a Mandela effect? Is Scarlett Johansson not in the Prestige?
Yeah, she is.
no, she is, but
Oh, okay.
she's who's hired afterwards.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. But the Hugh Jackman's wife is not played by Scarlett Johansson. It's a different
No,
lady. She's
no,
the one
yeah.
that died. Okay, that's so funny because I actually, it's so funny you say that because I actually did watch Prestige like I want to say it was a year ago, and I actually just had the same realization that time. I was like, oh, I thought for all this time I had a Mandela effect where I was like, doesn't
No,
Scarlett
I thought
Johansson
I
the one
thought the
that
same thing when I was
drowns?
watching with Ally. I'm like, I thought
I was like,
ScarJo was in
I thought
this, and
Scarlett
then she
Johansson
shows
was
up
in this
later, and I was
movie.
like,
And then she's
oh,
just an
okay,
actor. And I'm like, somehow I always thought she was the one that drowned, which is so funny.
yeah,
Anyway, so I'm shocked every time I watch it. I'm like, oh my gosh, Christopher Nolan's pulling a magic trick. This
yeah.
movie's a Mandela effect.
No, yeah, but yeah. So watch those, kind of diminishing returns, but it was fun to go to the theaters, and then
They
just
were
been
all
watching
playing in the theaters, or are you just talking about the third one?
just the third one.
Mm.
Yeah.
I saw the
So
second one
wait,
in
did
the
they, what
theater.
did they
Oh,
call it? It was Now You See Me and then Now You See Me 2 and Now You See
And
Me
then
3.
now you see me, now you don't.
No, that was a missed opportunity. They did, or is the third one called Now
no,
You Don't?
that's the
Yeah,
third one.
Okay, but still, the only reason they named it that is because everyone mocked them relentlessly because the fact that the second one's called Now You See Me Too.
yeah,
The first one was called Now You See Me, and the second one wasn't called Now You Don't. They called it Now You See Me Too.
yeah. But
And the third one they call it Now You Don't. That's hilarious.
yeah, the
Now you
dialogue in
don't
it is pretty rough.
semicolon now you see me revelations. Sorry, what a stupid
But
title.
um, but yeah, I'm just pretty excited to. It's been kind of fun rewatching Stranger Things because there's a lot of things that I forgot that I'm like,
Mm.
oh yeah, I forgot about that, and I also
Like the
forget.
charm and whimsy, how good it used to be.
Yeah, well, and I'm always surprised that like I forget how few episodes there are, and so kind of how tight knit it is.
Mm.
Because I feel like in season four they kind of start being like, oh, every episode's an hour and a half or whatever, and you're like, Wait, why is there a movie every episode? Like what? Because it used to be it's like 50 minutes and you get 8 episodes or 9 episodes and you're like, holy crap, I need like there's so many like side plots happening, I need way more. It's kind of similar to with Game of Thrones where it's like there's only 10 episodes, there's 17 different side plots. How are they all gonna wrap up in the next like essentially hour and 40 minutes of the next 2 episodes? Um, but but yeah, it's been fun to rewatch Stranger Things. I still think it's a little bit of a Ted Lasso effect. I think the trail off is much less than Ted Lasso because I just think season one of Ted Lasso and Stranger Things is just lightning in a bottle and perfection. And then I think just kind of from then on, it starts to get larger scale and it's kind of hard and it kind of loses like the feel of like a oh, this is initially just like a really fun kind of like detective mystery with kids thriller. And then it's like, oh, now it's like Soviets are involved, and I'm like, oh, what?
Which is why I can't fathom or wrap my head around when people are like, "Oh, Ted Lasso gets good by season two," and you're like, "What? What
Yeah,
are
I'm
you
like,
saying?
did you watch season one?
Did you are you high?"
Yeah, but and I'm excited to see the newest season, season five, because I've heard the first 4 episodes are pretty solid, and I've heard pretty good things about the final episode. I haven't heard like that it's amazing, but which is honestly I'm kind of happy because I feel like anytime people are like it's so good, I always watch it and I'm like, oh yeah, it's all right.
Yeah,
But I feel like when it's
it's
more of like the everyone's
no
consistently
spoilers,
being
but yeah,
like,
it's like one is still reigns supreme, and then I'd put this probably as my
oh,
second
that's
favorite
good.
season so
Because yeah,
far.
because I've heard just from a lot of people that are like, yeah, there's a few things here or there that kind of bothered me and I would have done differently, but they're
Sorry,
like
what again? What movie?
Stranger Things season
Oh,
five. But yeah,
Have you
so
watched it yet, Jordan, or anything? No?
I I
I
can't
don't
get
think,
past that first Vecna episode. I'm just like,
Was that episode one?
that was
yeah, season
episode one
four,
of four.
Oh, so you haven't seen past four?
I tried.
which
I
I'm kind of
tried
surprised, Jordan, because
twice.
I feel like season four is much more your alley because it's much more horror. I feel like season four is the most
Yeah,
horror
season
of it
four
all.
hits literally Nightmare on Elm Street. It's literally
Yeah,
Really?
Freddy.
yeah.
I'll try again. I
It's
just
literally him haunting your nightmares and then him like
Yeah.
contorting
He
your body.
literally
You're
looks
like,
like Freddy. Yeah, he's all
yeah, well, I saw the contorting and that's when I kind of turned off. I'm like,
how? Ugh, because it
it
wasn't
just looked
practical
looked
effects.
dumb. Yeah. It looks CGI trash.
Jordan wants to see these
he's like,
actors
they
actually
didn't
torture
really break his
faces.
arms.
Yeah.
No, I want to see. I
You
mean,
want to see it look
I'd
like
rather
the
see.
thing where they peel apart
Yeah,
and it
I'd
looks
rather see
super
a
realistic,
doll. I'd
where
rather
they
see a
look like
doll like.
literal gum. They look like gum. No
Yeah, we need
humans
to
peel
talk about that.
apart like
Actually,
that.
what was it? I showed you that
Or
video,
Day
right?
of
Where
the
they
Dead.
broke down the practical. Because there is something to be said about some of it doesn't look real, but because it's physically there, it just gives you a different feel. It's hard to describe.
Well, yeah, because I think about all the artists behind creating that, and instead of somebody just on their iPad
Oh yeah,
drawing, like,
why
The
does it
person's
matter
not
if they
ours.
paint it with a paintbrush or if they do
Yeah.
it with their mouse, Jordan? Why do you have to judge a computer artist, huh? You don't think
I
they're a
just
real artist,
it
huh?
doesn't feel tangible to me. That's all.
Well, the hours that they spent rendering that video, they'll now cry themselves to sleep
Yeah,
knowing that
seriously.
there's one movie critic out there that
They
can't
could
do
care
a
less about
CGI.
me, and I don't care. It's not fine.
Look at David Fincher, dude. He has a lot of CGI in his movies, but my gosh, you cannot tell.
Well,
Let's
and
just
see,
put it
that's
that way.
fine as long as it's like subtle. I can tell his violence is very CGI. It's not great. But I get why he does it because he has to do 100 takes because he's OCD and he has to. And so he's like, I can't
Yeah, the
do a
stabbing in Zodiac was really CGI. You could tell.
well, it was, but and that's fine. It's just he had to because he's like the blood spewing out. I couldn't clean the car 100 times, so he's like he had to do it CGI. Okay.
Well, okay then.
Respectfully agree to disagree, um but yeah, so then just looking forward to watching the new stuff of what do you call it? Stranger Things. And then also I showed Allie Star Wars, the Clone Wars, or Attack of the Clone Wars. Attack of the Clones,
Is
sorry,
that the
episode
2D
2.
animation one?
No.
Oh,
Well,
that's so good, dude.
no, the 2D is so good though. But
It's
I
so
showed her
cool.
the second one, Attack of the Clones, which was my favorite growing up. I used to
Wait, sorry.
rewatch
So what order did you show her?
I showed her one, two, and then I'm gonna show her three, four, five, six.
Oh, so in the
Yeah,
like
in
historical
story, yeah, chronological.
story, okay, but not
Yeah,
when they were released. Okay.
yeah. So, but yeah,
You're
I'm
doing a
excited.
good thing, Cameron, for mankind, educating your wife on Star
I know.
Wars.
But
I
I'm
love it,
really
dude.
excited because I haven't seen Revenge of the Sith in a while. But I remember rewatching it, I think like first year in college, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that this is actually really solid. Um, just because I think Grievous is really fun, and then I mean you get like Count Dooku fight in the beginning, and then
Obi.
his fight with Kenobi is just so sick. So there's just like a lot of really cool parts
Hello
about it.
there.
Yeah,
So good,
he's
dude.
such a beast. Um, but yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been watching.
Love it, dude.
Oh, also I'm
Oh,
halfway through, sorry, um, a movie called it's what's her name? Elizabeth Olsen. It's called The Assessment. It's pretty interesting. It's got Alicia Vikander, the chick from Ex Machina, and then Elizabeth Olsen. And it's essentially it's kind of giving a little bit of like similar vibes to like The Giver and kind of the dystopian society where it's apparently you have to be like assessed to see if you're allowed to like essentially be parents because you have to go through this what they call like the assessment. So they like essentially watch you and study you for an entire week to see if you're fit to be parents. And it's kind of interesting because at first I was just like, oh, because I went in blind, just got heard some good things about it, but I was watching it and it's kind of like psychological thriller because like they're the lady that's like assessing them is super weird. Who she's played by the chick who played is Ex Machina, like is the robot, and she just is like super weird and kind of like almost confrontational, trying to like provoke them to see how they react. And then she's like lurking behind corners, like they were like having sex, and then she's like hiding in the like the corner or whatever. She's like, I must assess all parts of your relationship. I was like, what the what?
Oh, this is like Green Knight all
I
over
know.
again.
Well, I know that's but see, but the Green Knight was like not intended to be like creepy and weird. It was just like, yep, there's grandma. I'm like, but
I
so
feel
yeah,
like
it's
every show's trying to be Maniac or Severance now. Like
yeah.
it's kind of like Maniac. Did you watch Maniac, Cameron, with Jonah Hill and Emma Stone?
Uh-uh.
That was a good one. I remember
No,
liking that one a
it was
lot.
boring.
It's so freaking good. The ending made me almost cry.
Oh wow.
I felt nothing.
It's so good. Jordan's retarded.
Jordan's
I say,
becoming callous.
bring back Big Jonah.
He's better when he's
Jordan is
fat.
literally a skinny shamer.
My favorite quote, Jordan's that interview where he's like, do you have a reputation of being a fat guy in Hollywood? He's like, do you have another question that's not rude? Oh, it's so
Yeah,
mean. Like,
the
aren't you
fact
worried
that a
about
human
being the
being
big
could
fat guy in Hollywood?
yeah, because literally I'm like, if that dude's a normal person, can you imagine saying that to somebody? You kind
I
of have a
know.
reputation of being larger. And it's like,
It's
is there
like,
a
yeah, you're
question
like the
with
big
that?
fat guy in Hollywood. Aren't you worried that those roles are gonna dry up? Seems like something that like Zach Galifianakis would ask between two ferns,
Yeah.
like a mockumentary
Yeah.
question, mock interview, but
Those are
Yeah.
funny.
so sad.
But Ty, what have you been watching lately?
Dude, I watched a little gem, a little known gem in our family called Scrooge. So it came out in 1970. It's got Albert Finney. It's like a BBC version of
We reviewed
a
it on the
musical
pod.
version of A Christmas Carol. And my gosh, is it good? It's
Don't you
a
remember,
powerful
Ty? We
movie.
reviewed it on the pod.
We reviewed it on the podcast. Did
We
we not
did.
have
We
Dad
had
on?
Dad on.
I'll disinherit you.
Disinherit you.
That's so crazy because now I'm starting to remember. I'm
Oh,
like,
glove of
yeah, he
mustard.
did. That's crazy. Yeah, we did discuss it. Anyway, every year you got to watch it.
Yeah, Ty even had a trauma block of that.
And you had a drama block it. I watched Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah,
Finally
that
had
was
my
such a
kids watch
random
the
watch.
second
Is it
one.
because it's a Christmas movie, Ty? Because it is.
It's like a November, it's a
It's a
November,
Christmas movie,
December
Ty.
movie. It's not a Christmas movie, but it is a
That and
November,
Die Hard
December
both
movie.
have Christmas, so they're Christmas movies.
I know, but just because they have Christmas in it, this is like the age-old question of like Die Hard. Is it a Christmas movie? It's like,
That's literally what Cameron just said. I love like your brain. It's just
no, I know, but like, but it annoys me though because like again, it's like, yeah, it takes place during Christmas, and yeah, like there are so many movies that you don't think about that mention Christmas in it, and you're like, oh, is that a Christmas movie? Anyway,
Yeah, like is Klaus a Christmas movie?
well, I
yeah,
almost thought
it just happens before the first Christmas actually happened. So is it
Yeah.
well,
really
like
Christmas?
It's a Wonderful Life. Like it has Christmas in it, but it's actually kind of a small section. So I'm like,
Yes,
is
that's
this
a good
really
point. It's
Christmas?
like
It's
Christmas
literally
happens at
it's a
the
mental
end,
health
and it's like the
movie.
whole movie is it's
It's a
about
mental
life.
health movie disguised as a Christmas classic. It's like, oh, he has a mental breakdown during
Yeah.
Christmas. And it's like,
Or even like it's a
what?
Twilight episode. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like imagine if
literally.
you lived in a time where you did not exist. You're like, oh, like
Imagine you're having
this
the
is the
worst Christmas
Twilight.
Eve of your entire life, and then you wish you were never born, and then that happens. And it's like, sorry, what does that
That's
have
an
to do with
attempted
Christmas?
suicide. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Isn't that
attempted suicide.
crazy? Yeah.
It's like
It's like, and so instead of killing himself, he sees somebody try to kill themselves, so he saves them,
that's right.
preventing him from killing himself. And you're like,
I drowned
this is
myself.
heartwarming. Sorry.
Baby. Yeah. Heartwarmed yet? Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
funny.
Is
Midlife
your life
crisis, going
changed?
through a financial crisis. It's so sad. But man, was it a good movie? And again, did not hold up. People did not like it when it came out. Just like The Thing. People are people are
So
retarded,
crazy.
man.
Yeah.
People don't
Can you
understand a
imagine going
message.
to that theater and then walking out and being like, yeah, it sucked.
I
Like,
know. I'm like,
what?
they probably were like, I didn't understand it. Apparently, people didn't recognize him. I don't know why they didn't recognize him. You're like, because when I watch that movie, the only thing that bothers me is how many times they have to remind you and the audience that he's like, you were never born, you don't exist. And he's like, well, I don't understand. Here's my wife. Why doesn't she recognize me? I told you, you didn't exist. You were never born. And then he's like, yeah, but there's my mom. Why doesn't my mom recognize me? Why does this friend recognize me? It's like, are you are you retarded?
Yeah, literally.
It's the only thing that
Literally.
doesn't hold up. But again, I like almost like where Ebenezer Scrooge failed to see the truth.
I
He
mean,
just kept,
he was
but
drunk
it does always
though,
makes me laugh because it's like he keeps
Yeah,
saying the
Ty, and he
same
got beat up
thing.
by his son's or his daughter's teacher's husband. Or
and
yeah.
yeah, he was drunk, Ty. Okay, so that's why he keeps
Yeah, yeah.
asking.
You could keep asking. Zuzu's
So
panels.
I still think the best character in that entire movie is the guy who runs like the thing on the bridge or whatever. Just every single thing that Clarence said, he's just like,
He's ready to spit in the spittoon. He's just
yeah,
like, oh, I haven't. I'm
I
angel
haven't got
second
my
class. I
wings
haven't
yet.
got my wings yet. Out of white Clarence.
I'm giving out wings.
I'm giving out I'm giving out wings. Look, why do you keep insisting calling me Vic? Hi, my name is Tony.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway,
If the fact that everyone spoke like that back then, no wonder why people got in fights all the
yeah,
time.
say,
That's the most annoying thing ever, bro. If someone
yeah,
talked to me
say.
like that, oh, that's another thing. Yeah, I watched Shane. I showed Allie Shane Gillis's Beautiful Dogs, and also
Oh my gosh,
I showed her Nate Bargatze. Shane Gillis, she said, was a little crass for her,
he's
but
so funny though,
and then
dude.
I showed her Nate Bargatze's
His
like
his whole
Tennessee
talk of
Kid.
going to historical Washington DC, dude.
Yeah.
That's the best. Like,
When he's like talking about the guy
so
who's
funny.
the slave reenactor, and he's like he was letting me have it. He's like, so I started hitting him with the. He's like started giving him the autism vibe or whatever.
So good, dude. So
Have you
Harry
watched
Potter and the
Tires,
Chamber of
Cameron?
Secrets is good. Like I've
No.
always thought of it as like my
That's
least
literally
favorite
just
Harry
Shane
Potter
Gillis
next to
jokes.
six. Like I think we can all agree that six is the worst movie, right? Or do you guys disagree?
Six?
Six?
Harry Potter six is like the worst movie.
Oh,
Mm,
Do you guys
mm.
agree?
yeah, it's not great.
Harry Potter phoned it in. He was even depressed. He was drinking on set, showing up. The Felix Felicis was wasted. I like the actor they got for Slughorn, but
Five is my favorite.
It's
five
fun
is a
watching
great.
it's fun watching Ron be popular. I will say,
Just getting all the snogging from Lavender Brown.
yeah. And
Yeah,
then
no, not to my liking. I didn't really care for
yeah,
that.
Ty,
he's also pretty whiny in that one. And
s speaking of Harry Potter, Ty,
although
it's
Hermione
coming.
is so hot in that one, oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh. Hey, Ty, speaking of Harry Potter, Harry Potter's coming to Fortnite too.
Oh, I'm so glad. That's awesome, Jordan. Cool, man.
Yeah, make
So
sure to
Harry
buy
Potter and Chamber of
Hermione and
Secrets.
not go see
I
a
always don't
movie in
think of it
theaters.
as my favorite one, but like I watched it. It's well done.
Number
Like it's a
two?
good noir. It's a really good story. Like
Number two?
yeah,
I'm
the Chamber
surprised.
of
I
Secrets.
think number two is my least favorite, which is still like a 7 out of 10 for me. I just
Yeah,
think Dobby is so annoying, which is so unfortunate because he becomes so good. Because like he's like going about in the most roundabout way. I'm like, you want the Chamber of Secrets to like not be opened, and so you try to kill Harry. Like
dude, but there's just a funny moment though where Harry says, "Hey, Dobby, don't ever try to save my life again." And then poor Dobby does interfere, try to save Harry Potter, and you know what happened to him. You should have listened to Harry.
Harry should have said, "I'm a man of my word."
So sad. Oh man. Anyway, so
Yeah,
yeah, Harry Potter and Chamber of
The
Secrets.
Dobby
Watched it
from
with my kids, and I was
the
like, I
second
don't
movie
know
to
if this is too
the
scary.
seventh is
There's
a
like a
crazy glow up.
oh wait, what?
I was just saying him from the second movie to the seventh movie is a crazy glow up because he's
Oh, Dobby does.
yeah, because he's so annoying and like also hideous in the second one. And the seventh one, he's just like this cute little munchkin who's always helpful.
Yeah, they're like, we have to do a few character design. It's kind of like when yeah, when you watch like Toy Story 1 versus 3, you're like, there's some polishing that happened
If
here. The toys don't look soulless.
if if this AI gets really good, I'm just gonna have them remake Dobby as like a puppet, like an animatronic.
I am a puppet.
Is it Ty? Is
What is that from?
It's from Thumb Wars. Yoda has like, he's literally just a puppet.
have you been getting a lot of AI videos from Rich, Ty, or not?
No.
Okay. He's been sending me a bunch. I'll have to send them to you.
The
Pretty
only
funny.
ones I get are my YouTube feed or the chiropractor. They're just like a bunch of
Yes.
chiropractors like abusing seniors. It's just the funniest thing, dude. Now I'm like, I think the joke should be over it, but like they keep finding like the thumbnail literally has like a guy with a sledgehammer or a bathroom sink or like a giant rock. It's just like, oh my gosh, I have
I
to
like when he
watch
throws
it.
them through the windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
they're
he's like,
like,
all right,
oh, he
next
didn't
patient or
pay.
whatever. And they're like, the next patient. And he just,
It's like the only funny joke. Or there's just a big fat guy that falls over on them and breaks the table, and it's just weird. Anyway, um, the other thing that I
I feel like
did.
the man brain is one of the dumber things. Just the ease of satisfaction of just seeing something stupid like that and just the ability to laugh at that. It's just
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not proud of it.
no, that's what there's like the same video that I keep seeing on my feed too. It's literally just like this AI baby that's like morphed over this video of a Chinese man or whatever going like this. He's like, and it makes me laugh every single time. I'll show you.
Okay, wait, Cameron, have you seen the one where they're holding the baby and all of a sudden he just like get like in the hospital, they just had a newborn, and all of a sudden he gets up and just like runs out of the hospital. I love those videos. Dude,
No, I
AI is
haven't.
such an hilarious.
All right. So after I watched
What the
gosh, what
fudge?
is this?
What in the fudge?
What the heck are you showing us? All right. And then I've been watching let's see, with shows, I watched so Stranger Things. What the heck is that? Dude, those make me feel uncomfortable. Any video clip
Oh
with
yeah.
like babies talking?
Dad,
No
dad
thanks.
is obsessed with those videos. He keeps showing me
I
videos of babies
know.
talking. I'm like, stop, stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
It's
makes you feel wildly
uncomfortable.
He's like
uncomfortable.
baby Trump, and I'm like, that's awesome, Dad.
Yeah, I know.
It's only 3 minutes long. I'm
Dude,
like,
the boomers and Gen Xers are cooked, man. Like they're watching AI videos. They're like, oh, it's a baby talking. I'm like,
Oh,
stop.
I love the videos of like parents being like, look, these people are falling off cliff and dying. And then the son's like, it's AI, dad. And it's just like, yeah, they're done.
no,
It's AI, Dad.
my favorite video will forever be. I think I've told you guys about this. That this guy showing his mom or his grandma GTA footage and telling her that it was an accident downtown, and it's just his car like flipping and like hitting a person and a person like sliding on their face like 20 feet, and the grandma's like, oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
It's so
Oh
funny.
my gosh, that's so good. That's so good.
Yeah, I honestly don't think anybody's gonna know what's reality
Oh
Dude, we
no,
soon.
already
especially with
don't.
what's it
People
called?
don't know what's
There's
up.
a new what's it called? AI like person or I guess whatever it's called that has been created that can create images that like literally because now even now you can sort of tell like oh that looks a little like
Occasionally, yeah.
yeah but it's like got images that literally it's almost impossible to tell. And
Mm,
it's like it's insane because once it gets to that point, it's like you literally won't be able to tell.
Dude, we already have it pretty close, but like once we
yeah.
see Will Smith eat spaghetti and we're like, I don't know if it's real or not, like that's the litmus test, right? Like
Yeah.
that test, I keep seeing videos like the first one looked like
Oh
something
yeah.
out of some demon eating spaghetti, but you know the idea what they were trying to get. And then they had one that looks pretty convincing, but you're like, there's just a little something off.
Something's off.
But that was like in the span of 1.5 years or so, or like
Mhm.
4 years time.
Oh,
And then you give it like another year and you're like, yeah, we won't be able to tell.
Well,
I
I just think about dating apps. Can you like you thought catfishing was bad before? Imagine you could literally be talking to somebody who has a social media and social media following, and like they could have videos and images that are all fake. Like that is actually insane.
Oh, dude, yeah. But I mean, like, scammers have been doing that all the time, dude. And
See, but
some
yeah, but
person
that's dumb.
in some
That's
other
when it's like,
country
oh, it's super
faking you
gorgeous
out.
pictures of a model that you've already like you all you have to do is literally just get like drag the image to Google and it's like, oh, Google Images model, and you're like, bro, like, come on. Do you
And
think
then you're like, dude, this
this
Google
model's
image
also
model
into
finds
Lord
me
of the
attractive.
Rings, dude? She's super into World of Warcraft as well. It's crazy. It's like that's a
And all
dude
she
you're
needs is
talking
like
to.
me to give a few gift cards and send her a few gift cards, dude.
Yeah. She said that her car broke down and she's just short on a low money.
Just show
So
her a
she
little bit of
sent her my
money.
social security number and phone number.
She's gonna come out and visit me. She says she's coming out next month, you know. We're gonna see each other in person. It's gonna be
Yeah.
great. So then I watched Stranger Things. You guys need to get on my level. Watch Stranger Things season five. It's my
I thought you
favorite
said you
season
were
since
over it.
one. So
Ty was over until he ended up caving.
Yeah.
what was that? Caving with what?
Just because you were like, because Grant sent in the trailer like a month or two ago, and you're like, I'm not watching that.
Oh no, like I said I wasn't excited to, but like naturally my wife and I are like, what do we watch? But then we watched it and we're like, yeah, it was the
It
best
is just
season
a
since
great.
one.
That's why to me when people are like, "Oh, I haven't seen it," I'm like, "Dude, it's one of like the better TV shows to watch in a group and just like or
Yeah,
with like a person. It's just such an
yeah.
easy binge because it's like it's scary enough that it's
It
like
is. Like I've never disliked like it's one of those things where like I said, one was such a unique thing where I remember watching it all the way through and then I watched it like two other times showing other people
yeah,
Stranger
same.
Things. Now I'm like, I don't care if you watch it anymore because I don't
Yeah,
care if I watch it anymore. That's kind of where it got to. But
yeah.
like now that I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it or whatever. But yeah, I
To me, I feel like it's a little bit kind of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where it's like the first couple where it's like you have to watch Iron Man. I'll watch it with you or
yeah.
whatever. But now it's like, oh, have you seen WandaVision? Have you seen this? It's like, yeah,
You're
I've
like, I
seen a
don't care anymore.
couple, and it doesn't honestly even matter if you watch it or not. It's not that big of
What
a deal.
what comes next? Have you
Yeah.
seen the new Red Letter Media video,
Yeah.
Jordan? What happens next? Or what is it?
What are next?
What are next? Cameron, I'll send it to you. Some of them are like fake titles, but some of them are real movie projects that are coming out, and it's just like IP. Like it's like there's a Play-Doh movie. You're like, yeah, why not? Like Like it's so bad. It's like literally like when people used to mock the idea that Battleship became a movie, like they're making a movie about the board game, and it's like, I mean, it's about battleships. It wasn't about the board game necessarily, but now it's like, no, now there's a movie about Play-Doh. There's a movie about this and that, and like some of them are fake, but they do it to gin up interest. So if it becomes like famous or it gets passed around as a meme and like it gets clout, they'll then just start making the movie. Like that's how movies are literally being like outsourced by because you know how they used to do like test groups? They'd be like, yeah, what would you find
Yeah.
interesting about this movie? Now they're just like fake posting movies that are not
Yeah, or you just
actually being
leak it and
made,
it's
and
like,
people
oh,
are like, oh, this is crazy,
here's a
look at this
leaked
movie. And you're like,
trailer of this
hey,
potential
we got a hit
footage.
on our hands.
Yeah. And people be like, oh, this is trash. And
Yeah,
it's
this
like,
is
oh, yeah, that
trash. And
was
like,
fake.
well, people love hating on this. Let's make a
That was
movie.
AI. It wasn't even our studios. Oh, okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, that's not real. It's fake. And they're like, whew, dodged a bullet there. Exactly. But I mean, like, part of me's like, that could be interesting, but like, yeah, I think that most of them I'm most disappointed with. But
Wait,
anyway,
I
what?
let can I
Oh,
just share really quick because
sure.
you mentioned how quick everything escalates. So, when cars replaced horses, it took about 25 to 40 years, and then for Facebook to be integrated for 1 billion users, it only took 8 years. And then for the internet to take over, it took about was it 15 years. And then so you got 25, 15, 9. And then for 1 billion users of AI, it only took 1 year. So you're talking about like an escalation of like society.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Well, and
is.
that's what you also just think about how much money is in like content creation and making stuff like that, that it's like
Mm.
it will never not be a money making business. Because that's the thing, it's like unless there's an EMP that wipes out every single cellular device on the planet, it's like people will until the end of time will be on their phones
Yeah.
scrolling.
Well, and you both served in like third world. I don't know if you call them third world countries, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah, you
in
call them third
countries.
world countries.
Well,
There's third world and then there's fourth
it's
world.
it's crazy. There's people without running water, but they had cell
Cell
phones,
phones,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
smartphones.
100%.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Still watching Will Smith eating spaghetti, and they're like, Mom, spaghetti. Vomit on a sweater already.
No, but
Anyway.
it is crazy that will for like that it will forever be something that's always in people's hands because of like just technology.
Lastly, I'll make a recommendation. So I need to finish that Stephen King Castle Rock. I wanted to finish that, but one thing I did start watching was Wednesday. Have you guys seen Wednesday?
Yeah, it's silly.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
I've seen like one episode. I need to watch more
I
of it.
watched just the first
It's
episode.
it's a
I
fun
couldn't get
couples
into it.
watch. Like Maddie and I watch it. It's like catty high schoolers, macabre, Tim Burton style, goth girl, and detective high school drama. And it's like,
Because
yeah,
I've heard that she's a pretty good actress. I can't remember if I've seen her in anything else, but
Ortega, is that her
Yeah, you
name?
have
yeah,
you.
Jenna.
She's in You season 2.
She was yeah,
Oh
the
yeah,
show
she's
it's
the little
it's
girl.
like
Yeah.
I give the
Yeah.
show credit because like the show is very entertaining. Like feels like a Scooby-Doo mystery for like
Yeah,
young
that's
adult.
yeah.
Okay, fun.
It's
I mean,
fun.
I'm a
So
huge fan of Scooby-Doo, Spooky Island.
wait, you are a huge fan or you're not?
It's so funny, dude. Oh my gosh, we watched that for Drew's birthday last year, and we were literally crying, laughing the entire time, bro. Don't you mean Relvin, dude?
Reggie, I love you, Reggie.
Dude, also Velma in the second one was like my sexual awakening, dude. Oh my God. She is so hot.
Oh, are you talking about the live action movies?
Yeah,
Those movies suck, man.
those movies are
I
hilarious. Oh
remember
my gosh.
watching that movie.
Especially the dude who plays Scooby. What's his name, Jordan? I'm getting a
Oh,
little
Shaggy?
woozy.
in the movie from Scream. You don't remember
Yeah,
Ty?
Oh yeah, no. That's funny.
he's so funny.
Yeah, you're quoting Shaggy. You
Yeah,
said the guy who plays Scooby. Yeah.
well, I'm quoting technically Scary Movie, but Scary Movie mocking.
Well,
Right, right.
Scream.
But you said the guy
Scary
who
No,
Movie
plays
Scream.
mocking
Scooby. You mean the guy
Scream.
who plays
No,
Shaggy?
Scream. He says that because
No, you, well,
then they
yeah,
make fun of him by
that's what I'm
but
saying. I'm
wait,
saying,
there's more.
yeah, well,
But
that's
wait,
what,
there's more.
but yeah, but I thought he said, doesn't he say that I'm getting a little woozy?
In
Yeah, he does say
Scream.
that after
He
he,
says
no,
it
he
in
says it in
Scream,
He
the
Scary
says it in
Movie
scary
too.
movie.
Scream.
I know
Yeah.
he also says it in
Well,
Scary Movie when he stabs him, he's like,
yeah, but it's
hey,
not as
stop, I'm getting a little woozy.
I yeah,
Or is
but
that
it's not as
primarily
funny.
from, he says I'm getting a little woozy here in Scream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That's why
Cameron, you're
they
right.
that's why
You
they dial
confused
it
me though
up
when
to
you
like
said the guy that plays Scooby-Doo is what you
but
said.
wait, there's
There's
more.
more.
See,
And I don't know if you could tell, but we're gay.
they
I'm not gay.
Cameron, well the funny part is they dial it
Took me
up even
shopping.
more because he already dials it up.
Yeah.
So when they do it, they're like, what?
It go to
Like
11.
all the way up.
You took me to that, but you took me to
There's
that club.
more.
They play good music.
It's
You made love to me.
been a long time since I've
Whoa,
seen
you
a
so
movie.
Oh my gosh.
Um, and then yeah, so Wednesday, good watch. Can't recommend it. It's a good fall watch, and I really enjoyed Beetlejuice, and
Me too.
um Happy Gilmore too. I'm like comedy sequels. I think like just like when I watch Naked Gun, I'm like I just like comedy movies, period. Like it's just
I
been too
wonder.
long that I haven't seen a comedy movie, so I'm like make more of
Let me
those.
just take this off really quick. Oh, it's kind of freeing. I just remember thinking about that all
Cameron,
night.
that's why I think you should try Happy Gilmore too, Cameron, because I'm curious if
Yeah,
you'll like it. I didn't like
yeah.
it. Ty liked it.
No, I like how do I say it? Of course it's not the first one, but like I was just watching it and like I expected nothing from it and I was like
Mm,
it's
yeah,
funny. And
there
Who
was
like
is
some funny
Shooter
even
parts.
the
McGavin?
shameless
Is Shooter
callbacks
McGavin
still
in
made me
it?
Shooter
laugh
McGavin,
because they were
he was
funny.
the best part.
He's
Okay,
so
yeah,
funny.
Wait,
he
who?
comes
What?
back. Shooter McGavin, he's the best part
Oh
in
He's
yeah.
part two.
Yeah.
because
And
He's
he's
it's so
hilarious.
weird to see Benny Safdie playing like basically who would be played by Ben Stiller playing
is
him
is
because
Mm,
I
is
almost
Ben
think Ben Stiller would have been
is
better in
Ben
that
is Ben
role.
Safdie the dad in Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret.
yeah,
Okay.
Wait, oh yeah, he is. I always forget that. I was
yeah.
literally like, no, no, no. I was like, no, no. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He's the dad
He's the
that's getting
director of
discriminated
Good
because
Time
he's
and
Jewish.
until someone builds a bigger bomb. He's that guy. Yeah, he's like in everything now all of a
Yeah, he
sudden.
is in everything.
He's
It's
like a big
crazy.
director and he thinks he could just act in any movie now. He made like three amazing movies or two
I mean,
amazing
he
movies,
acted
right?
in
Um,
Time, so or I mean, Good Time.
yeah, but when you have two
Not
bangers, you're
not to be
like
confused with the masterpiece Time or In Time.
In time.
Just
in
in Justin
time,
Timberlake.
just
I
in
actually
time.
enjoy that movie. I need
I
to
do too.
rewatch it.
No,
Uh,
you don't. Rewatch it. The movie's trash.
isn't Killian Murphy in that or no? Am I
Hmm.
Yes, he is.
okay?
What a
That's crazy.
waste of Killing Murphy. What a waste of Justin
No, it's
Timberlake. What a
fun.
waste of Amanda Seyfried. A waste
Dude,
of Olivia Wilde. A waste of time.
also another thing I
The
forgot
movie
to
should be
mention.
called A Waste of Time.
Also, I forgot to mention um another movie that I'm so excited for. It's like forever away, but The Odyssey. I just saw there's some images that were it was like the first images on set that were released of Anne Hathaway being Tom Holland's mom, and then they also was like Matt Damon on the shores with like a bunch of soldiers or whatever, and they were like pulling in the Trojan horse or whatever. I was like, so sick.
I'm like, epic movies, let's go.
Yeah, dude, I'm just so excited. Nolan is just gonna.
I do like the tagline where it's just like defy the gods and the movie date. I'm like, oh man, it's so
Yeah, I'm like,
sick.
all right, there.
I'm like, let's go, man.
Literally that and Dune Messiah. I'm like, I'll pay whatever I need to go to see this movie.
Is that what it's called? Dune 3?
Yeah,
Messiah?
Dune Messiah.
Hopefully, hopefully, is he gonna do that right away? I thought he was gonna take a break, make another movie, then come back.
No, I think it's actually the inverse. I think he's gonna finish making Dune 3 and then he's signed on to do I feel like it was like it was a bigger franchise that he signed on to do. What was he
Dude, if he
doing?
can stick the
Oh, James
landing,
Bond. He's gonna do the James Bond reboot the James Bond series after Dune Messiah.
I don't feel like he's really a Bond kind of
I know. I was
director.
really surprised. I'm like, but I mean, he did a great job with Sicario. So I'm like,
oh, dude, yeah. I was gonna say if you do a character movie like not since Skyfall have I even cared about James Bond. And even Skyfall had some things that I was like, eh. But
yeah, I
like
like the Home
Casino
Alone
Royale was
ending was
great,
sick.
changed it, and then Quantum of Solace was whatever. Skyfall was dope. And then was it No Time to Die or was it Spectre? Both of them
It was Spectre
sucked
and then
butt.
No Time to Die.
Both of them
I
were
thought No
cheap
Time
to
to
me.
Die was fine.
Nope, cheeks.
I haven't.
So dumb, dude. Literally, it was no time to watch this movie. Dumb, 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 dumb. Anyway, um, and then I think I already said Wednesday. Was there one other show? Stranger Things. I think that's everything I watched. So, dear listeners, oh, and then yeah, there's a trailer out for The Bone Temple. Watch it. It's crazy. It's like No, because in January, the second part's coming out. Are you guys gonna go see it or not? You're not even gonna go see it?
I'll buy it
Jordan will
when it
probably
comes
drag
out,
me.
when it hits the $5 bin.
What? You're not gonna go see it in theaters?
No, because it's not Danny Boyle. I don't give a fudge.
Uh,
It's still written by Alex Garland.
I don't care.
Alex Garland's great. You watch your mouth.
I do like Alex Garland, but I'm gonna wait because I gotta
It
put
looks
money
in the trailer made me think like, oh, I actually am more interested in that
money.
story.
Are
And I
And
you gonna
think you
pay
also,
will
for
be
me to see
too
it
and
then?
because
also, I
the
saw
trailer
another.
had like none of the kid, and I was like, oh, Jordan will be happy about that.
Oh yeah, probably.
The kid was so bad, dude. Did you?
And oh yeah, you guys would both like it. Yeah, it's literally just Ralph Fiennes and Alpha and what's the other
Hey,
thing?
but crazy idea. What if we actually spent, time with Aaron Taylor
With you.
Johnson, who was like, the highest paid person on the set?
What if we made a movie starring Aaron Taylor Johnson and made him the first third of the movie? That movie is crazy, dude. They should have done a TV series, I think. I think they made a mistake making a movie. I mean, I'm because like if they literally just called it like 28 years or months later and it was a TV show, I would have watched the heck out of it too. Like I'm amazed that just what a weird creative choice that was. I'm still reeling about that movie. Like I don't want to watch it again, but I'm like I kind of have to because I'm like, did I like it? I gave it 4 stars or maybe 4.5 stars or something. But I'm like, was it even that good? Because I don't think I want to watch it again.
What,
Recency
28 years?
bias? No, 28 years, yeah.
I don't know.
What did you give it? You gave it like a half a star.
No, I liked it. I like
I,
Danny
I was the
Boyle.
one that gave it the lowest rating.
What'd you give it?
Let me see.
28 inches later, am I right?
I gave it 2.5.
Yeah, see, you didn't
Yeah,
like
Jordan
it?
gave it 3.5. So Jordan gave it a 7, I gave it a 5, and you gave it a 9.
See, yeah, I'm shocked by that because now I'm like, I don't even know. Like, I did like parts of it, and I guess I was shocked because I was like, I started so strong. Like, literally, like,
It's good.
if they had literally made the first
Yeah,
third
Jordan gave this
on
that
40
three and a
minutes, I
half
would have
stars,
loved
but gave Sinners 1. What the fudge is wrong with you? You make me sick.
it. Yeah, Sinners, you are dumb for
Yeah,
your
it's because
take on
Jordan's racist. Jordan just doesn't like it
it.
because there's too
It's
many
true.
black
It's
people
true.
in it.
Cameron doesn't like the
That's
Jews.
the
Jordan
real
doesn't like the
reason. Jordan's like,
blacks.
there's something I can't put my finger on it, but the only person I like in this is Haley Steinfeld for some reason. She's the only
No,
actress,
but no,
which
remember
actually
he
she's
didn't.
black.
No, keep in mind he didn't like her because he thought that she cheated on him, or one of
Well,
the
did you
brothers
know? Did you know?
cheated on
Apparently,
the other
Haley
one.
Steinfeld's actually technically she's like 1/16th black or something like that. Like one of her grandparents is black, or like half.
Does she get an N-word pass?
That's crazy.
Maybe that's when they hired her on. They're like, "Oh, did you know?" She's like, "So, oh God,
No, I've been
it's time,
getting
my people."
so many memes talking about they're like Quentin Tarantino just happens to cast himself as a person who like sucks
Sucks
on
on
his
toes.
toes and says the N-word. I'm like
He's like,
he's like, I don't
"I'm
write the
just a movie
script.
character, okay? I
I
draw
don't write
these
the
things
script. And they're like, you literally do. I don't know. It's
because it's fun, Cameron. Get it?"
Edit,
like
Cameron.
Yeah, I do like that idea where it's like, hey, I'm an actor, and yeah, it's really hard for me to decide this. Well, I wrote it, directed it, and funded it, starred
yeah.
in it, but they're not my real opinions.
Yeah, well, and I love hearing the stories about like Leo struggling on set of Django saying the N-word or whatever. And I'm like, is there any proper way? I'm like, what if he just walked right into it and they're like, it just kind of seemed natural for him.
Dude,
I'm
I
like,
got a new business proposition. We should put out casting calls for people and make them read the most racist thing, or just read like
and then
Huckleberry Finn,
blackmail.
and then we just use this blackmail.
Dude, okay, speaking
We just
of
have all
Leonardo,
these wannabe actors come in, and
Kai,
then
if you want to do it way easier, all you have to do is just audio record every single voice chat that's ever existed in Xbox Party, and it's the same effect.
speaking of Leonardo DiCaprio, I had a dream about him the other night, and then I woke up and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's incepted my mind.
Yeah, Jordan just looks around and he's just asleep in the with a what do you call it, an IV, and
Well,
Leo.
I got paranoid a little bit because like I write down my dreams and I'm like, oh my gosh, Apple like definitely checks our phones. And so I'm like, they're probably like, hey, this kid writes down his dreams. Let's incept his mind and then let's see what he
oh my
writes and
gosh,
Let's
remembers.
dude.
get the secrets. Let's get the secrets of
Dude,
the
yeah,
Hitting
don't
Movie
have
Tips
your phones
podcast.
next to your bed when you sleep, man. So I've like talked to you at night. It's like, hey Jordan, start dreaming about
Shake your
this, and
baby.
you're like,
Shake your baby. Shake your baby.
shake your
Oh
Shake
my
your
baby,
baby.
gosh.
Huh?
shake your baby, shake that baby when you wake up.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's Ultron,
Gosh
Jordan.
dang.
That's
Well,
funny.
That's what the
listeners,
entity is,
we
dude.
we stopped becoming a movie podcast the very evening we talked about Frankenstein. Dear listeners, leave us an email, futuremovies@gmail.com. Leave us a comment, tell us a movie you'd like us to review, and we might just give it a listen, unless it's Indian. We love you, listeners. Thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful, wonderful
Nonsense.
Merry Christmas.
Craziest way to end it.
Victor, 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 Victor. Is that all you can say? Bye, listeners.